Did we?
Yeah. Man, Sam, I'm sorry you had to sit through that. I really am. I apologize.
Especially the shirtless part, bro. Like, your eyes don't need to
No,
see
man.
that.
We went around. I heard you guys are all swingers at the beginning, and you started talking about yeah. Then I saw the shirtless thing. Oh man, maybe
I will not apologize for the shirtlessness. All right, look, this is a good-looking man. If you don't think so, then you're a bigot. You're a bigot.
Hey, when you got it, flaunt it.
Maybe some people were like, "Oh, look, MMA. Click on that."
Possibly. Who
For
knows?
us to get 200 subscribers, I'm assuming that 8 million people watched us. 8 million people clicked on it, and 200 of those were like, "I could go for this." 10 guys who were worse than him, and he's the one everyone thought. The reason is because he's an ass. It's not It's not because he's not great, because he's not the only one who isn't great. He's just an ass. But people forget it took 25 years for people to even start talking about him.
Oh yeah,
and he's been around 30. This is his 30th season.
The Spaniard fella, he's the man. Like, let's just keep it real.
Man.
Oh. So shout out to Idaho Skatesman. I asked him this question. I said, current Taporia versus 2019 Conor McGregor. Who do you think wins?
Taporia.
I don't know, man. 19 Conor, he had the Midas touch. Everything he touched turned to gold.
Taporia's the man, dude. He's so fucking good.
Who you think you hang with him? Like, what's the
I don't think anybody until maybe if he moves up and fights Makachev.
Islam
and Tim, after a rolling thunder kick. 10 seconds. They're throwing. Oh, God. Oh,
he's out. He's out. Holloway knocked out Gaethje with about 2 seconds left. Cold.
Oh, my.
Did they stop it?
God.
With 1 second left?
Oh, my God. Justin Gaethje is dead. Justin Gaethje just died.
Maybe.
Dude.
Bro, Plata. Where black people and white people talk nonsense. Oh, come, let's sing Ohio's praise and songs to alma mater raise, while our hearts rebounding thrill with joy which death alone can still. Summer's heat or winter's cold, the seasons pass, the years will roll. Time and change will surely show how firm thy friendship, Ohio. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Hang on, Sloopy, hang on. O-H-I-O. That's right. We are the national champions. I want everyone to remember that. Look at this. Better than everybody else, Ray. Better than everybody else.
I was
watching. Yeah, we lost
to
to Michigan, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
It counts, kind of. But it doesn't matter. Listen, you told me at the beginning of the year, national championship or beat Michigan. I can only pick one. I mean, come on. I'd like to beat Michigan, but come on, Natty's on the top of the list. Now, there are a couple crazies out there, the old heads that are about 80, 90 years old. They're like, you got to beat Michigan or nothing, Matt. Maybe back in the day when Michigan was the season. And
probably.
And I definitely want to beat Michigan, but listen, I'd rather have the Natty. And we had it this year. Michigan had it last year, but we have it. And in the first year, that I think it's the hardest to ever win the champion. Well, I mean it's we had to go through a gauntlet. We had to beat Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, and Notre Dame to win the championship, and we did it. So pretty fucking good. And I feel like this is the first year for sure who the best team in the college football is. And there's no one to be like, well, what about this team? No, the one team left out of the playoff was Alabama. They're not that good. So yeah, I think we know for sure finally. Now, if this happened last year, that team wouldn't have had a chance to win the championship. But now we have, listen, the playoff was great. There's a lot of great games. There's a couple of blowouts too. But I love the playoff. I like the way it is. I think they're going to expand it already. But anyway, I think it worked out. I think it was great. And
why would they expand it so soon?
Is
it because Bama's not in, so NCAA is all embarrassed now that after the NIL, the transfer portals, Alabama has just basically become just one of the boys in football. It's
like everybody else. They lowered the playing field. How dare they? Or even the playing field. How dare they? How dare you take away Alabama's strategic advantage? Anyway, no, they were talking about, like, soon as they said 12, they're like, we might do 14 next year. Like, they said that right away.
What
the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I think 12 is good. People complain about the seating, but I don't know. I mean, maybe just get rid of conference championship games. I'd be fine with that. Well, I mean, listen, basketball for years, it doesn't matter if you win your conference championship or not. It doesn't matter for the seeding either. A lot of times, one seeds will lose in their conference tournament. It happens all the time, but they still get a one seed, right? So I think they're thinking of going to that, because when Oregon played Ohio State in the second round, although it wouldn't have fucking mattered, then they would have beaten them no matter when they played them. But whatever. And you know what? Good for Notre Dame. They fought back and made it a game. And they were good. They actually, it ended up being close, but I didn't really think they'd ever pull away at any part in the game. I thought it was going to be close the whole time. But even though it ended up only being an 11-point game, which that field goal was really big to a lot of people because the spread was 8.5. So that last field goal was a big deal.
That kid missing. I was watching a little bit at the grog shop. They had
talking about the last field goal, the Ohio State's field goal at the end.
Oh, okay. I was talking about also the one that the dude homeboy missed. Right off the rip. I was listening at that point, which I couldn't find until like there was an actual like broadcast on the ESPN station up here, 850. I couldn't find the game, and I was like, where the fuck? Why isn't the fucking Ohio State game on like almost every fucking sports station?
I've had a hard time finding Ohio State on the radio in Cleveland too, because more than once I've like left Allen's when Ohio State was playing, and I want to listen to it on the radio, and I can't really get it until I get closer to Akron. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
You figure they would have it over the whole state, especially Cleveland. Like there's a house school in Cleveland that get off the radio. Cleveland State's playing lacrosse or whatever they play.
The wrestling meet. We're gonna make sure that's fucking taking precedent over everything.
Right. Mount Union is playing. We can't play Ohio State.
No, that would be foolish.
Where's Pulse?
I don't know. Tim.
Listen again, and I did say it. I did say that if I was going to make a bet, I would have parlayed Dvalishvili in Erie.
I think he's back behind the thing here. By the way,
is he hiding?
I don't know. His camera isn't on. I don't see a camera. I see unless that's
do I have to sing it? Do I have to sing again? Do I have to summon him?
For the love of God, don't do that.
Hey, that was good. That was just fine. Okay. I gave it about 65%.
You have a very angelic voice.
And
to somebody.
I have a feeling that when you sing karaoke, it sounds like someone drove a car over your vocal cords.
Here's the thing. I don't claim to be amazing. I
don't claim to be amazing either.
I belt bullshit out because it's the only way it makes me feel good when I'm drunk. All right. So, and I haven't karaoke in a while. I actually chickened out of doing One Last Breath at Barra de Mario because I wasn't drinking and I had to drive home. Karaoke should only be like drunky. I have a place to stay.
No,
I'm gonna go to the karaoke bar for it, and we're gonna do it
sober. I don't give a fuck.
When me and Laura go to Chattanooga in March, I think we're gonna find a karaoke place.
What are you going to Chattanooga for?
Buy
opioids?
No, this flogging Molly.
Going to Tennessee for that?
Yeah, because they aren't coming to Cleveland. They're not doing Cleveland. They're doing Pittsburgh on like a weekday. So I'm not gonna go down to fucking thing. So it's like, why not just take a 3-day trip to Chattanooga? It is a Tuesday, by the way. So I will not be on the show. It'll be the
hold on. So you'll go to Chattanooga on a weekday, but you won't go to Pittsburgh on a weekday? That doesn't make any sense.
No, well, yeah, I like the idea of Chattanooga more.
Well, listen, you're not gonna you don't have to convince me that Pittsburgh sucks, but Chattanooga of all places.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. I was trying actually
Can't
to.
be any. There's nothing there.
We'll find something.
I mean, there's
guess.
a college.
Okay.
Chattanooga, man. The Chattanooga Lookouts are there. That's a minor league baseball team.
Okay.
Chattanooga.
Well, this is going to be in March, so like baseball is going to be a thing around the time. It's the first week of March. We're going.
Oh man, this has pissed me off. I usually don't forget these, but I can't quite remember.
I know wrestling's had a long thing in had a history in Chattanooga, like pro wrestling and stuff.
The college, that's where Terrell Owens went. He went to Chattanooga. But I trying to think of the name of the team. I don't miss these very often. I'm gonna go Locomotives.
Let's see. Let's see if you're right. Don't look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Is it Chattanooga State?
No, it's not State. It's either University of or Chattanooga University, one of those two. But I think Locomotives is the only guess I have.
University of Tennessee at Chattanooga is what you're thinking of?
Yes.
You are wrong.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Is it something about trains?
Hold on. History. I'm confused. Oh wait, no. Wait. Hold on. Chattanooga Mocks.
What is a mock?
That's what I'm looking at right now on the for the name of the nickname, the Mocks. Why the name? Oh.
Is it something racist? I hope it is.
Kinda. Mox is the shortened version of the original nickname, the Moccasins. It also refers to the northern mockingbird, Tennessee state bird.
I'm mad I didn't get that right.
Well, I mean, you can't win them all.
I knew there was a shortened version because I was thinking like Mokes, like locomotives. I knew there was like a shortened version, but I thought it was short for something.
Pulse's thing is still not showing up. You click the stop video and video thing on your underneath the screen there, Pulse. Where we're underneath where we're at. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. You just go like this and then like this.
He says you can't hear me. Well, that's nothing on my end. I don't.
Won't come on. Also, I can't. I can hear you, but not Tim. That's interesting, huh?
I don't know why that would be the case.
I do not know.
Do I have to start doing the silly hands?
Possibly. Who knows? Oh fuck, man!
Now I can hear me, but not Ray. Well, that's ideal.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is what you want. Can you hear me, Tim?
What? Yes,
exactly. I had a fun Saturday. I did not watch the pay-per-view live. I watched it actually today before the show, but I went to see my buddy make his professional wrestling debut for the National Wrestling Alliance.
Was his name Mike Sacrifice? Because that's going to be my wrestling name.
His first name is Mike, but he's not allowed to say where he works anymore. Apparently, corporate got to him, which was State
No
Farm.
hobbies for you. Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yes, well, he's a sponsor of the thing, but they also called him Mike from State Farm, and he's gone on this like sad sack storyline where he's like,
does he wear a red polo and khakis when he wrestles?
No, he wears it outside of the ring, but he wore a red singlet with black knee pads and wrist tape. He had his own song where it's like State Farm, yeah, like totally what my boy would do. Like this guy, if you knew Mike, he is just bombastic as a motherfucker. Like if somebody wrote it, or if he was able to write his own material, he could do stand up. Like I think he's got the personality and the non give a fuck where he could do it.
I say the same thing about you, Ray.
I know a lot of people do. They were like so much potential.
Waka. Yeah. When I clothesline you pee. Yeah. You drop down to your knees. Mock sacrifice.
I just want to slam you again.
It's mock sacrifice.
Where do we go? No, what are we doing?
Did we get kicked off of the program? Like, fuck these guys. No, Mike sacrifice.
Yeah. Pulse is not even coming up any at the moment. Like, I'm not sure what his camera's doing or whatever, but I'm sorry, bud. But his finisher again is my own prison. It's a submission move where you just like Chris Benoit their face backwards like that. I think that'd be fun.
Or a cheap shot move called "Are You Ready?"
And the answer is no. Boom.
Nope. What if I kick you in the balls? That's another one too.
What if chair shots? Yeah.
I'm all for this. Let's get the Power Slam New Philly. They have a card. Oh no, I missed it. It was Sunday. I went walking last week and I saw that, like, man, it's just like a little. I wonder how much they pay for. I mean, that mall was small, so it must be like
a couple hundred, probably.
Like 50. No, it's probably over 1,000, but like it's still like enough that they're like, fuck it, let's see how long we can keep this up. I can't imagine they make much money on their shows. I mean, that's basically what we want to do at the comedy club thing. But but they can't do BYOB in the mall.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would get the liquor license just to give it to you for like a percentage of every gate. That'd be my like thing to maintain it, because I know the alcohol sales for a comedy club would be way more.
Right. But I mean, we're keep thinking about it, and then also all the loop. I mean, the hurdles zoning. You have to jump. A lot of hurdles.
Yeah.
Well, number one, you gotta like the city has to be say, yeah, you can do that there. I mean, they can just say, no, you rented this, but you can't do. We're not zoning that for live performance. We're not shit like that. And that one place I told you about with the checker floor is right next to the Winchester, so that's out because that. You'd always hear it. You'd always hear the Winchester. There's no way you wouldn't. So you can't have a comedy show over rock music.
Yeah, you can.
You could try, but that's not. You don't want that.
It's called every open mic in the country.
Also, maybe, but also every yeah, but it's supposed to be a comedy club, right? Anyway, the parking in Lakewood is already garbage. If you have to fight with the Winchester for parking on like Friday, Saturday nights, it's gonna be awful. I mean,
wait. Are you talking about the old convenience store?
No, I'm talking about the music venue.
Well, I know, but there's like a convenience store next to.
I don't know.
The Winchester that closed down.
I don't know. Maybe it has checker floor.
Not true.
Anyway, but also, and Ellen made a good point that Lakewood likes that kind of shit, and they probably have some sort of art council. So
probably
if they get involved, they might. Yeah, that too. If they want to get involved, they might help. Instead of hinder. I think if we try to do that down here, people will have a fit. But I feel like you do it up there, they'd be like, I don't see the negative in this, because it's art technically.
No,
Dick jokes are art. Dick jokes are art.
They would absolutely they'd pay your fucking first year's lease probably on that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, if the city was cool with it, then it would be a lot easier. Like, and also I didn't think of this at first, but like, what's the capacity of a little place like that going to be? But I looked. Actually, ChatGPT gave me the answer. it's like if you don't have tables, if you just have chairs and the chairs aren't fixed, it's like one person per 7 square feet, which would be more people than we probably what we're gonna probably have anyway. Like we figured we need at least 50.
Yeah.
But you can actually do more than that in a small space. I don't know. There's some quilt store that's going under that has a spot that's like it's 850 square feet, but it's like this. But the biggest problem, one of the bigger problems, and Alan and I have had a back and forth about this.
The Comedy Quilting Co.
It's called the Quilting Bee, and I sent him a picture of the sign and just had quilting off and just put comedy. It's the Comedy Bee. Anyway, the Laughing Bee. It sounds like a Midwest comedy club.
It does.
And this is a problem, but none of those spaces have more than one bathroom. That's a problem. Now, I feel like it could be fine. Ellen doesn't. But I'm like, we're not going to find a space that size for that price for 2 bathrooms. There's no way. So it would just be the company bathroom, and you'd have to, everyone would have to share it. But I'm like, no one's going to be there for more than like 2 hours. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not perfect, but I don't see any way around it.
Well,
everyone would have to share a bathroom. But it's one person at a time. It's not like people are all going to be in there at once. It's just, you have to wait in line.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, there's probably a way.
It would be nice if we found a place that was next to a bar that wasn't an entertainment venue.
Yeah.
Like if there's a dive bar next door, that'd be great. I'm like, just go to the door, go next door. Fucking, I don't know. Be there.
Yeah, there's not a lot of there's a lot of dive bars, but there's not a lot of like play. It's usually like one bathroom that's in like the basement, and you gotta like dodge fucking string lights to get to it.
Well, yeah, I'm like, there's no way we're gonna find like a less than 1,000 or less square foot building that has 2 bathrooms. There's no way. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky, but I mean, we've already looked at everything available in Lakewood just online, and there isn't a whole lot that would work. So, but that is
like a warehouse space.
There's one place that has like a basement, but you'd have to put money into the basement. Like you'd have to make a whole thing, and that's also what you're not trying to. He's like, oh, I can get like a business loan, but then we'd have to make money because I don't want to take my assets. I'm like, well, I mean, if we do something that has about a 2,000-ish a month overhead, or less than 3,000. I mean, we could do it. I mean, he said, ask ChatGPT. So I put all the parameters in ChatGPT. Like, would this work? This is what we're trying to do. And ChatGPT said, yes, it could work.
Hey,
as long as you sell tickets, it will work. But and that's if, right? And also, it's going to be word of mouth mostly, and it's going to be hard to do it at first.
Yeah, word of mouth, but also have Alan fucking poster every goddamn light pole in fucking Madison, Madison. What's the other one? Detroit. And then
these two spaces I'm talking about are on Madison and Detroit.
Yeah, they'd be perfect.
One's right. The quilt one is right across the street from a church. It's actually a nice part of Lakewood. That would be sweet, actually. That'd be really cool. I told him, like, you think we could get protesters from the church?
Maybe.
Anyway, it's I don't know. I hope we can figure it. I don't know. He's bored. He wants to do something, but he doesn't want to lose a bunch of money. So, but the thing is, it's not gonna do gangbusters right off the bat. It's not.
No.
You're gonna have to wait on it. But the thing is, if it works, then you can do things like think about getting a liquor license and maybe even eventually finding a different space. But you just one little thing at a time. You know, and I don't know. For comedians, I think it would be cool. I think, and I think we wouldn't have too much of a problem there as far as the local comedians.
It's actually not that bad to get a liquor license.
Really?
Yeah, like, hold on, I'm trying to see.
If we just sold beer, that'd be a.
Yeah, D5 is it goes into like types. Like a D1 is beer only. That's like $376, I think, for the year.
That can't be right for the year.
Yeah,
$376 for the year. That can't be right.
Yeah, cost of types and locations.
A
Type
month,
of
that would
alcohol.
make sense.
Hold on. Let's see. This is Next Insurance. This is Ohio liquor law licenses.
Well, every town has their own ordinances too. So, and every town can only give out so many liquor licenses, and I can't imagine that Lakewood has too many available.
Extended sales hours is 938 per year.
What is that, like after 2?
What?
What's extended sales hours?
That like I guess you can go from like, whatever I don't know what the regular like hours are, but this all seems to be per year. And like spirituous liquors, D3s are $750. Beer only is only a $736 charge. And to be honest with you, I would put down for that for you guys.
Well, it would be something. Yeah, we would look into. Just have a fucking beer cooler in the back. Just be like,
yeah,
got $1 upcharge for beer, whatever.
Shit, I'm thinking about fucking just doing that and going to some places and just being like, I have a liquor I have a beer only license. I can sell. Let me do your show here. Let me do my show here. We'll sell the beer. We keep the beer, and we're gone. We keep the beer. We keep the beer sales. Split the ticket costs, and we're out the door with everything.
That would be a fun riff between Alan and I. What kind of beers to sell? Because I'd be like, dude, here we go. Jenny Cream Ale, PBR, Natty. That's it. I mean, $3 a can.
Miller Lite, sir. You gotta have like Miller and Bud Light.
Too bougie, okay? No, we gotta do two. We gotta have $2 upsale per beer.
We have to be fancy here, or we can't be that classy at the Laughing Bee right here.
I don't think I call it the Laughing Bee. Well, listen, if it was a legitimate comedy club, like wasn't the indie thing we're trying to do, I would give it a name like Laughing Bee. But I also like the name Sets, but I feel like that's like a nice comedy club name. I don't know what we would call it. Something indie and hipster. How about Secret Society Comedy Club? You think they get mad if we?
They would absolutely get pissed. I think.
Like I said, I wouldn't do this without talking to Horning. So because I want him on board, and whatever way. I mean, we could. I mean, they could rent the place out sometimes. I don't know. Whatever works. I don't know. Whatever works out. But I would want. I want them in instead of trying to compete with them. I'm not saying we both can't exist. We can't. I mean, especially when they have like 20 people. At
yeah,
the night
working
shows,
relationship should be achieved in that, man. Straight up, like.
But also, it's a space where they can do shows. They can do shows in our space sometimes too. I don't know. We figure it out. This is very orange today.
It is. Balls? I changed. He apparently his shit ain't working. He just left. You can do a show with just me, Tim.
No, I can't. I've never done that before. When do nominations open for Cleveland Comedy Awards?
I don't know, but I am officially, by the way, announcing that I am accepting all awards for Marty Malloy, and I'm going to be crying every time I go up there, and even like
please wear a dashiki, please.
I may
make some sort of speech. I don't know what.
No, we're like one of those Native American like deerskin shirts or whatever.
It's the bolo tie. How much? Just have a different outfit for whatever he's up for. Just
every time I go up, I just use a little Visine, just like. It's an amazing award that Marty has won, and I am glad to be here to accept it. And then just walk off.
Right, put your shirt back on. I will not.
I refuse to until the oppression stops. What oppression? I don't know. I'm ignorant.
I do love how he keeps beating this Ray will never win a Cleveland Comedy Award joke.
Well, I don't care. It's fun.
No, it is funny, but
yeah.
Hey, we're gonna try to get nominated, okay?
I mean, I think the
and then smear campaigns against Cleveland, America. Just
yeah. It just
Bill Squires on steroids. Yeah.
Do you want a man like Bill Squire to win Podcast of the Year? Bro Plotter thinks not. And you just have us standing on the fucking Guardians of Traffic thing with like it over our shoulders. We're Bro Plotter and we approve this message.
Paid for by Roberto Hernandez.
Paid for by Roberto Hernandez.
Anyway, yeah. No, I want to post probably that old intro, the 4-minute one or whatever.
Yeah,
and put something like I'm not going to DM someone and ask someone specifically to nominate us, but I will put this up and say for your consideration.
Now nominate us.
Right, and for your consideration. We appreciate it if you think we deserve it. Also, like we've been doing 370 episodes for 4.5+ years. If nothing else, we would gladly take your pity nomination for perseverance.
The participation trophy will be definitely appreciated. Thank you.
Hey, we'll say what you will. We've done more episodes than all those shows.
Yeah, consistently.
That's true.
And we've had sometimes more viewers than some of those fucking those live streams of those podcasts actually have.
I mean, so, now listen, we haven't asked them all to be on the show. We take them all. We just don't think about it. That's all.
No. And I would gladly have anybody on to talk whatever about anything on this show when it comes to Cleveland comedians and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we had like, I think it was close to like 20 concurrent. I optimistically cynical.
Hey, glad you hear optimistically cynical. Hey, I'll take that too. However, you do have to be a comedian to nominate people.
Yeah, it's fine. We could do
it's that. 4 comedians by comedian. But like I said, I let's put that on there and put what I would just said on there. No, we could ask someone. Like I said, my rule is we're not going to ask someone directly, hey, nominate us. But we put it on there and say, hey, watch this. If you like it, nominate us.
Yeah.
Like I say, if nothing else, we've done 370 episodes. I mean, none of the other shows have been on 4.5 years and done that many episodes. So for no other reason, we should get a pity nomination for perseverance, like I said.
And 99% of the people that watch this show on the regular don't even fucking really know us. We've never met these people.
That's a good point,
except in the chat. Like, that's what really, like, and for everybody that's watching and for anybody that watches after the fact, we always say it, and we do appreciate it a lot. The fact that you guys even like support this show. You guys get many downloads. We get views. We don't really do downloads. We don't do audio podcasting anymore. We went straight to video. Probably about 2 years ago.
Longer than that. I think we only did it for about a year.
Okay. So yeah, 3 years, because we're coming up on 5, I believe, right? Or no?
We're in July, yeah.
Yeah, July will be 5 years, and we've had steady growth. It's not like we haven't had any kind of like weird shit happen where nobody fucking, all of a sudden nobody watches us. People for some reason get attracted to this fucking show, and thank you. And I hope we're in your manifestos.
We're just a hang, and I think we probably have at least half an hour of good programming most shows.
Probably, yeah, I would say.
But we do it the way we do it for us.
Yeah.
But we like when people hang out. And where's Two Joints been? I hope he's all right. He may be mad at me or us because we haven't had him on in a minute.
I mean,
I haven't had him on in a minute.
I think.
And I don't know how I did it, but I pocket messaged somebody on Discord. I don't even know how the fuck that happened. Yeah.
Interesting.
Usually I know, because I'd have to open the app, and then I don't know how the fuck it happened, but I sent him an audio recording that was just static. Yeah. So shout out to KDM. I apologize. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I don't even know who that is. Someone on the MMA Holes Discord, and I apologize.
God damn it, Tim.
I don't know how it happened. My phone locks up and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that sometimes where I'll send people shit and it's like, just bunch of letters and fucking emojis, and I'm like, I don't even know how that fucking happened.
I almost got scammed. I told you that.
I know, dude. You fell for the same thing. I've gotten. I fell for it once too. I'm not gonna lie. So when I saw it, I was like,
"There's a reason." Like there was a reason. Like this guy was someone I'm a Facebook friends with, but I don't know super well. But he is a fighter. He's a fighter, and he trains with Andrew Law. So I thought when he said send me your number, I thought maybe he was interested in doing the show. And some people don't. I mean, then my thought was, why wouldn't he just ask me here? I mean, on Facebook, but I'm like, well, some people don't want to talk on Facebook. I'm like, it wasn't that big of a stretch for me to be like, I'll just give him my number. He asked for my number. I gave him my number. Then here's the thing. The next message was, oh, I got locked out of my blah, blah, blah. I need you to send me a code. And I'm like, okay, this is a scam. He got hacked. I didn't know that. But so after that, I blocked him on my Facebook and I blocked his phone number that he texted me.
Yeah.
I blocked that. So it should be fine. But yeah, I didn't know. But like, if it was somebody else that I haven't talked to forever, there was no reason for them to like.
Yeah,
they got me because he was a fighter. That's how he got me.
Yeah, I've had if it's happened with comedians, and I immediately text and be like, "Are you being hacked?" and all that stuff.
Right.
Which I never text people to begin with. Like, I don't text people on their phone numbers ever.
Yeah,
like
we don't talk via text. We talk.
Yeah, there's times like if it's something super important or it's like a password or something like that, we'll text. Right. But I like using Facebook because I know when people are going to be getting hacked because I'll just get random fucking messages.
It seems faster. I don't know if that's true or not, but
it could be.
It seems faster, and I don't know. I mean, I text Alan every day, but you and I talk on every day, almost every day, somehow, some way, and via Facebook.
Yeah, man. It was when you sent me that, I was like, oh, please don't. And then you were like, yep, got hacked. I'm like, oh, buddy.
No, I didn't get hacked. I mean, it was a scam though. I mean, I figured it out before I could get hacked.
Yeah.
And at one point, my phone number was just on Facebook.
Yeah, everybody.
It's locked up now, but I give my phone number out a lot for stand-up and stuff, so it's not that big a deal that someone has my phone number that shouldn't have a phone number. That's not a huge deal, because I can't do anything if I don't. And also, I never got the text for the code or anything, so I think they figured out that I figured it out. But
probably, I'll report stuff like that immediately. That's the only time I ever snitch because I'm just like, whatever, it's fucking Facebook. Like people,
I never messaged Andrew. I should have just texted him and been like, "Hey, did Nick get hacked?"
Yeah,
and he probably would have been like, "Yeah." So,
God damn you, Tim! You have to think about these things. It's your fault.
Yeah. Although now that I think about it, we should have him on. He's interesting. He's still an amateur, but he's interesting because he took like 10 years off.
Oh,
because he had kids and he waited till they got a little old, maybe not 10 years, but a chunk of years off, and then he waited a while till they got a little older, and then he went back, and he's been fighting pretty consistently since then. His record's like 500, and nice. he fights like he's small. He fights like flyweight.
Oh God, 125 pounds.
He's a little fella. They call him the Gremlin because he's like a little fella, and he's got long hair and a beard. He's got a good look. Yeah,
I want to meet him. Yeah, we should have him on. Have him on. Yeah, let's have a fucking.
I think he works at a hospital. I think he's like a transporter. I don't know what do they call those?
EMS driver.
No. Some people that like literally push people around the hospital. There's a job. That's a job.
Oh,
porter? No. Mom?
Maybe.
What? Mom says they call it a transporter.
Why can't I hear Tim now?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Ah, okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay. I turned it off. I turned it off.
Yeah, I forgot.
I turned it off when I yelled at my mother. Tell you what, Ray.
Yeah.
There'll be 1 week till we go to Vegas. Yeah, 1 week. Well, 1 week from tomorrow. till Vegas.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm very, very excited for you, especially since like I know you had a blast when we went to our trip because it
I
was your
did, but
first time. You'd never
yes, it made me
been
want to
there.
go back, but I definitely wanted to go back and have a different trip that I did the first time, And
Yes, well, I hope that for you as well.
well,
Looking back on it,
again, I had fun last time. It's just, like I said, and my mother's well aware that I've been like,
it was weird.
I've been like crazy with the food stuff, and I've been looking at restaurants every day for 3 months. So like, and did I send you that thing? I made a res for Friday before the Shania Twain show. Off strip.
that medieval place or whatever. I like that. I like the indoor area. I watched that video.
It's called Primal.
Let's do this.
Yeah, it's called Primal, and it has nothing but really good reviews, and it's off strip. And the truth is, I mean, it's a steakhouse, so it's still expensive, but compared to the ones on the strip, it's a little less. So, I mean, it's still a lot if you get a giant steak. You get the 50-ounce tomahawk. It's $150 or some shit, but it's a 50-ounce steak. So, but and I probably won't get steak because I never get steak. So, I'll probably get. They have elk, but I'll probably get. I'll probably get a fish. But they have like drinks called. They have a drink called Viking juice that comes in a horn. They have a lobster bisque that's apparently great, and I love lobster bisque, so 100% getting the lobster bisque. The thing is, we'll have to Uber. That's where we're going at like 5:30 because make sure that we have time before the show starts at 8. But make sure because of Ubers and shit. Although it's like 3 miles off strip, so it should be like a 10-minute Uber in theory. But yeah, I think I'm excited. It looks really cool and it looks worth the going off strip a little bit. It's in like a weird strip mall. The video I sent you said the neighborhood sucked, but I mean, it doesn't suck. It's just in a weird strip mall. And also, it's not like we're going to be in the neighborhood. We're just going to be dropped off at the door, picked up at the door. Like, it's like,
yeah.
So, all right, this is the one I sent you. There's a couple.
I think it has the female voice in it. Yeah, so I'm assuming,
Shout out to Vegas Starfish Lady. I've watched a lot of her videos in the last handful of months.
See if I can.
50 Cent called her out because she called out his show.
But here we go.
One restaurant in all of Las Vegas, not just steakhouse, restaurant. This is Primal, and I'm going to give you the good and the bad. The bad news is the neighborhood's not great. The good news is the ambiance is. It's pretty much the equivalent of dining on the set of Game of Thrones. Stepping inside transports you to a medieval castle. But this isn't a theme restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant with delicious food. It's 2 miles off strip, but half of what you'd pay at a mega resort, and you can drink from a Viking horn. The reviews on Primal speak for themselves. It has held the #1 restaurant position on TripAdvisor for 3 years. Their presentations are over the top, and every meal starts with this amazing bacon jam and toast. Their A5 Japanese imported Wagyu is one of my favorites in the city. You're going to want to save room for their massive tomahawk steak. This is one of those unique restaurants that you can't find anywhere else. And if you want a true Vegas steakhouse experience without spending $200 to $300 per person, this is your best option. More details in the comments. Would you go let me know and follow me for all the Vegas?
Yes, I would.
It looks cool. There's another video she does where she's like, the neighborhood's weird. The neighborhood's weird compared to the Vegas Strip.
Well,
like it's not like I said, it's like a strip mall. It wouldn't be weird in Ohio. Like it's just
no.
No, but every video I see about that, it's nothing but really, really good reviews. So and I feel like the people who don't go there, like the old heads who like to stay on the strip and shit, and I get that, and I thought it was a little weird to take an Uber to a restaurant when there's so many restaurants on the strip too. However, this one seems worth it. When I go to Vegas, I get a rental car. It's like $700 a day cheaper than if you aren't an alcoholic. That's the problem.
We are though.
That's the thing. Now I'm going with my mother who doesn't drink anymore, but still she doesn't want to drive in Vegas. She doesn't want to do that shit. So
no.
And plus, I think the only times we'll have to take 6 Ubers, I think, and that's including to and from the airport.
Ooh. Hold on, I'm trying to.
So that won't be too bad. That's not a problem. Because the first day we're there, we're going down to the Encore. We're gonna have to Uber to there to Encore, and then and back, and then on Friday we'll Uber to and from Primal. But that's it. That's not a big deal. If we're bored, we might end up on Fremont. Who knows? But
yeah, Fremont's. I always recommend anybody that goes to Vegas should go to Fremont at least once.
I wouldn't mind going to El Cortez and going Vegas mat hunting.
That would be fun. If you ran into Vegas Matt and all of them, I would laugh my ass off.
If I knew like about what time he likes to go, it always seems like he's there when no one else is there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go. I would just go to the Cortez just to go to El Cortez because
that too. I mean, I feel like, especially if I feel like gambling, like I have a number in my head because I already pulled enough money out, and it might be more than that, but I think this is the number that I'm comfortable with, and I have it out in cash already. So,
and this is how much you're comfortable just losing cash wise. Okay.
Yes. If I got a little bit more than that, I'd be okay, but I feel like that's a good number.
How much we talking?
Well, that's private, Ray.
Okay. Can I? Is it above or below 1,000?
It's just below. Although if I get to 1,000, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, 1,000. If you're gonna gamble in Vegas, that should be like your ceiling. It's five. You're going for 4 days, so it's like $250 a fucking losing per fucking thing. And then, aren't you guys worried about your jobs will be replaced by AI?
Not my job.
Signed in the new AI bill. Nobody will ever make an AI pest control guy that works.
Don't say
properly.
never. Don't say never.
Properly.
Don't say never. Don't say never.
It would be lovely. I would learn to code at that point. But besides that,
will the house call type of jobs like you do be the last? They'll probably be some of the last, but don't say never.
This podcast will go to AI once it gets our voices properly.
It already could. We could already pay AI to do this show we should do that.
Yes, Rick Allen. I do pest control proudly. I love what I do. It's
Rick Allen. I like how you shoot 3 throws, baby. Oh, that's Rick Barry. My bad. It's Rick Barry. I was gonna say, still talking about Vegas. No. I'm planning on pulling out $800 to, and that's 4 days worth of, But if it gets to it can get to 1,000 with it. Like, because I get paid like about right when I'm in Vegas, I could spend everything I have right now and be okay.
Okay, good.
Which actually isn't that much. It's about 24, 25, so and I have a gift card for $300 like I did last time we went, and I'm going to use for food and stuff.
Yeah. Do it up.
I would probably use that whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we
out. I mean, you're like me with my situation when I went back in September.
We should be fine without me having to worry too much.
You can never say never. Lawyers and engineers and all types of jobs are being replaced by AI already. Good. You'll never get quality.
You just go to court and the lawyer and the judge are a robot. You're like,
Jesus Christ. Fucking everyone has like Stowe, Ohio, fucking Stark County fucking alcohol laws, where it's just it's just hard to get a fucking thing. So Danko is retired and financially independent. No, he is actually on welfare. Food stamps.
I'm not on welfare.
And you can't have none. You under welfare. You could always go from pest control to rounding up illegals. No, I don't have the knees to chase anybody anymore. Pest control kind of killed that. Replacing court lawyers so much. It's more replacing junior document reviewers. Good. Redundancy. Get that shit the fuck out. That's fine. Fine.
Yeah, but where are those people going to go, Ray? Like eventually, there's not going to be enough jobs for people.
Learn code, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, but AI can. Right, AI can code.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Learn.
I mean, listen. I know a lot of people think these are dirty words, but I think eventually we won't have a choice other than some sort of universal basic income. Eventually,
I look forward to that day.
Everybody does. Well, not necessarily, because a lot of people aren't going to have a purpose anymore, and they're going to go insane.
I think that's going to be the new human renaissance. Is like whatever kind of shit.
Yes, Rick. That's what I'm saying.
Whatever shit AI can't do is what we're gonna as humans be able to start doing while they do all that stuff while we're getting paid.
What aren't they going to be able to do?
There's a few things. I really don't think AI music's gonna be huge.
Oh, what? Dude, it already is. Dude, Timberland's using it for his actual songs. I guarantee you 100% chance there are already songs on the radio, mainstream radio, that have been written by AI. Now they may have been re-recorded.
I'm not ignorant to that.
Guarantee you. What?
I'm not ignorant to that. I don't know. There's a quality to human written shit.
No,
that
I mean,
AI doesn't have. Even I'll say that, and I like some AI songs.
I just told you about my AI band. It's the greatest band of all time.
Yes,
Fantastic Wombats, everybody. The greatest AI band of all time.
That does sound like an '80s ska band, the Fantastic Wombats. I like that.
There's no the. It's like Foo Fighters. Fantastic Wombats.
Okay. It's not like
I have another one that's it's a southern rock country band called Birmingham Jackson. That's another one.
Yeah, you need to put these on Spotify, dude.
They're both good.
Money. You'll make millions off of that by just people sharing it and putting it in reels and Seth Drums playing your shit on Twitch.
Well, most of the lyrics are normal. There's a couple. There is one that I just made called "Your Ex Keeps Trying to Murder Me." That was one that I just.
Your ex keeps trying.
It's not country. That one sounds more like a ska song. What I like about Fantastic Wombats is they're all over the place. They have some stuff. Almost all of it has horns in it, but it's like horn metal. Then there's ska, and there's some pop. That stuff is he definitely would call pop. It's all over the place.
To answer Rick Allen's question, no, I've never been to LA or any of those places. Tim's been to LA.
Been to LA. I liked it, but I went there in 2019 before it got worse.
Yeah, I've never
not
been
to visit. I'm sure it's fine. Now San Francisco seems like a hellscape. So just stay on the main roads, I guess. Even then, I don't know.
Just stay on PCH until Seattle, and then you'll know you really.
Even the gays couldn't hold that place together.
Think about that, man.
I know.
Think about it.
Like if someone told me a city was taking over, if they say it that way, by the gays or the LGBTQ plus community, I'll be like, man, that's going to be a nice, clean city. It's going to be a great place. There's going to be a lot of people, wearing clothes they shouldn't wear. What I mean by that is just no. Okay, now I have to tell you what I meant, because it sounds like it meant don't. That man's in a dress. No, not like that. I mean,
I didn't even take it that way. No. I'm like, what kind of dress? What kind of shit are you seeing out there that I'm not?
Like if someone that looks like me was wearing booty shorts and a tank top that came up to here.
Well, I mean, there's only one person in the world that can really pull that off, and he has his own comedy / advice podcast in Astoria, Queens, and that's fucking Stavi. Stavi's the only man in the Western Hemisphere, big man, that can pull off hoochie daddy shorts.
You know what? That man is actually my. You know what? I will say this, man. That guy has made me feel better about myself, and I think it's actually one of his goals.
Yeah, he made a nude calendar, Tim.
I know. There's a girl who called into a show. He's like, "Oh, stop! I wish there was guys like you in Indiana." And the guy with him is like, "I'm pretty sure there is."
Yes. Oh yeah. His name's Alex Price.
There's a lot. There's a handful. But who?
Alex Price, the big, fat, heavy, the big. He's big in the Indianapolis like indie scene out there.
Comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know that dude.
Yeah.
I've seen
I
him.
love Alex. No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I know you know that
like
dude.
Stavros in Indianapolis. Or
I didn't know you knew that dude. That dude's like 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him. He opened for Attell when I saw him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you know him. You knew him. He's funny.
He used to come through Cleveland all the time for like.
No, he's real funny.
Yeah, I love Alex.
He
I don't know if he likes me that much, but I like him.
Like the bumping mic stuff at the end.
Nice.
I know John Armstrong got to do it once, but I would be terrified. Like if I get the host for Attell and he's like, "Hey, we're all going on stage," I'd be terrified of like making sure I had at least one good joke.
I'd be like, sure.
Well, I'd do it, but I'd be terrified.
If you're on welfare and unemployed,
okay,
are you supporting your rent?
Hold on. First of all, I'll answer this question. However, I want to make sure. Like, listen, if you work for the government, you have to tell me you work for the government. I'm not on welfare. Number one, I'm not on welfare. I'm on disability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on disability. And I do work. I'm a little bit. I work for my uncle who has a what's the word? Oh, real estate investment company. I work for him from home, and I only work a little bit because I can only work a little bit to keep my insurance and shit and my benefits. But yeah, I'm on disability and I work a little bit. That's it.
He's in Canada.
Okay.
He's like your girlfriend.
Yes.
Which I have a question for you after that.
It's a bit. Rick, I live with my mother too, so that's part of it as well.
So the disability doesn't have to pay all your bills. I call BS on that.
I know people who do, but no, I live with my mother. That and anything else I do from.
He pays his bills.
Odd jobs and I have bills that I do pay.
Yeah, on time.
But I do live with my mother, so that's part of that. That should fill in the gaps as well too.
That's why we podcast on Tuesdays, Rick Allen. We both live with our mothers, and we have no other overhead. So
there you go. Yeah. So the answer is disability, and I do.
How are you able to date? He doesn't date.
These are all good questions, and I'm glad to answer any of them. That's the answer. I don't.
Yes, he's agoraphobic to a point.
But also at the same time, I don't care. And Ray's well aware of this. I stopped. I haven't been on dating sites and apps for about 7 years. So I got up a long time ago because I just listen. Ray dates and he lives with his mom, so it's not. I know it's not impossible. However, I rather not. I
usually before I dated my current girlfriend would just date women with their own apartments or houses. That was how.
This is my favorite comment of all time. No, Rick, you need to tell him to stop spending his money in ridiculous manners.
Well, I was actually going to answer that question, and why. Rick Allen, yes, I do live with my mom. I make an okay living, not enough really in the current climate to do anything with, because of companies like BlackRock and fucking
blame everyone but yourself, Ray. Okay.
I also have a predilection. I have these weird addictions that are like when I go out, I usually drink a lot. I buy wrestling tickets, mixed martial arts event tickets, concert tickets, hotels right now. But I'm looking for a trailer. So
you have trailer parks in your area?
Yeah. There's there's plethora of them.
No problem with that. I don't care what anyone says.
No, I had somebody look at me the other day and was like, "You're gonna try and buy a trailer? It's the most white trash thing I've ever heard you say." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? I'll have a place that's my own."
Well, I think the biggest problem is not the trailer; it's the trailer park, and sometimes things get a little iffy. Also, people who own trailer parks have you fucking cornered, and that's why they're great to have if you're an investor, or if you own one, because you could fuck people over as much as you want, and if they can't pay you, just take everything from them. It's evil, but it's a great investment if you can get your hands on one. It's also hard to find.
There's a couple that are around, but they need a lot of fucking work right now. Like, and I'm just because they need a lot of them need new like water lines and gas lines.
Do you have a backyard?
I do. Yeah, it's like a.
You build you build like one of those plastic houses in your mom's backyard.
I've thought about doing something and getting zoned. Like, I want to build like I would love to actually build a studio in the backyard, but like it would be a whole thing because I'd want I'd want like a little basement area underneath that I can just go down and pass out and like wake up like a hobbit the next day, just like, but
because my brother has stopped drinking, the last 2 weeks I've had 6 drinks total, and those were the 3 shots to 1 soda that I drink here usually. I had one of those Tuesday, one of those Thursdays for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks I've only had 6 drinks. Now my tolerance is all screwed up. I just did a 4 right here, and now I'm already been like,
oh no,
I'm okay right now, but when I'm probably gonna get more. That's the problem. So
yeah,
I gotta build that tolerance back up for Vegas, man. I can't have 1 drink and then falling all over the place.
Dude, I got a fucking big drinking holiday concert that I'm going to on the 16th of February. I want to say 4 Guinnesses at the wrestling show, and then I think like a couple PBRs, tall boys at this bar show that I stopped in at for Milton Wiley and like Lex Vegas, and a bunch of people were doing a show near where we were at. And like, 6, I was already kind of like, because I don't drink like I used to, especially after the DUI. Like, I'm not like gonna get completely shit faced anymore. Like, well, no, so the weed part will never stop. That, and I feel bad for you that you had to, but I did the drinking part. I'm okay with that not being a thing anymore.
I'm the opposite. I don't really. I mean, I've tried the weed. I have some, but I don't.
I took 2 edibles before the show.
Every once in a while, but it's not my thing, really. I prefer drinking because number one, because I know how that affects me, and I feel like it doesn't surprise me, and I can function better drunk than I can high, 100%. So, like me, a little high doesn't function great. Me, a little drunk.
Yeah.
You see, Rick Adonis coming to the Funny Stop the weekend of my fundraiser, which means Valentine's Day I will probably be at the Funny Stop.
Nice. I'll be out with my girlfriend doing something.
Take her to the Funny Stop, you dick.
I'm not gonna. She's been there a few times. I love Rick Adonis.
They have food and drink. What else do you want? Entertainment? What's a better place to take her than the Funny Stop? If you say anything other than Marble Room, you're wrong.
I was gonna try, but I'm like, reservations probably full by now.
Marble Room?
Mm-hmm.
I do want to go there eventually. Alan gave me his gun, and I sold it to my brother.
Yes.
And he's like, hey, if you hit it big in Vegas, just take me to dinner, if anything. I'm like, dude, if I hit it real big, we're going to fucking Marble Room.
Fuck yeah.
But
they just hand you a suit coat and you wear your best Guardian shirt in there.
Is it? Do you have to wear a jacket there?
I think you have to have like something.
Maybe like a collared shirt. I don't think you have to do jacket.
I don't
think it's that fancy. I don't think it's jacket fancy, but I think it's
the Marble Room,
maybe.
Tim.
I think collared shirt.
Faux Marble Room.
The one restaurant, Sinatra, we're going to in Vegas has a dress code it's not jacket, but it's like collared shirt and
it's all It's just a Jack Daniels bar.
It kind of is. I mean, they have a full bar, but all their specialty drinks are Jack Daniels, and I like Jack Daniels enough to try. I already know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a Sinatra Smash. It has some sort of, I think it's a little raspberry. Sinatra Smash.
No, I was. That's what was the who was he married to?
It doesn't matter. What?
Who was he married to?
Mia Farrow.
Yeah, that's what Mia Farrow called Friday night. It was called Sinatra Smash because he kept punching her in the face.
What do you think about my wizard, our wizard friend Lord Thoven as a lounge singer? I think that'd be,
you know,
Lord Thoven lounge singer show.
I can see that he just has you have a cigarette in your hand and you're just like
through the hood,
yeah,
burning a hole in it.
No, you just have a hole that you like put it in there. You can just cut the hole. This one goes out to my friend Sammy Davis Jr. I knew you in the Shire. Who can make a sunrise?
Then why don't you do a big band swing version of Everlong with the Foo Fighters for a long time?
Oh Jesus! There goes my.
It's a different song. It's a different song. It's like Everlong.
Oh.
Hello, I'm waiting here for you, Everlong, like that. Bam, 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 bam,
Don't keep me waiting, baby.
bam, 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 yeah, that's everything and every business will forever. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, see.
You gotta have like the arms to, or was it did he have a big fist in that video? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know either.
Oh, speaking of music videos, I keep getting on Facebook, even though we haven't been there in fucking a year, it seems like at this point, since the Zuck changed his fucking stupid thing. But here's something, Tim. I keep getting Warner Brothers Music Association fucking claims on shit we've played on Facebook.
From wasn't the last one from 2022?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It was Electric Callboy. Was the fucking
man? We keep getting. We've got most of ours from Electric Callboy. I feel like
all of them. I think the last one was a different song. I can't remember, but it was. I got one today. It was. Hold on. Let me see what it was. I'll look it up because it's in my notifications.
Okay. No, I saw it, but I didn't see which song it was. Dark Matter. What's the weather like there? Why don't you make us sad? Will you make us cry, please, by telling us the weather in your neck of the woods?
Maylene and the Sons of Disaster Step Up. I'm on it.
I don't even remember playing that. That's a great song, though.
Apparently, we played it on one of the fucking episodes.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a great song. I mean, that was definitely my doing. Because Maylene and the Sons of Disaster is badass. There's
I don't even know who that was. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
It's like banjo metal. It's like stuff that you would listen to it now and think it was AI because it's like a banjo metal, but it's real. 23 Celsius. Dark Matter. We're American. We don't know what that means. You gotta translate it for us. But Ray will translate it. It's
23 fine. Celsius. To American.
To American. It's imperial, correct?
73 degrees.
73.
Fuck you. Eat shit.
-6 today.
Dude, I didn't go in Dark Matter. I didn't work today. You know what I do. I didn't go to work today because
the cold killed the bugs for them.
It felt like -10.
No one needs service because all the roaches froze to death.
Thank God my morning. Like I had a few like house calls to do today, but most of my day was commercial, so they could just reschedule it to the end of the fucking month. I don't give a fuck about that. I'll go out in 12 degrees because it's solid. I know I'll be getting at least like 9 with the wind chill, but like, no, I'm not fucking going out in -10.
It is really if we see 25 in our forecast, we're like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's a balmy day. Like
nice fuck. If we get over 30, we're like, fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, I'm working in the Houston area this week. It's fucking 30 degrees and snowed 2 inches, and they closed the fucking city down and closed the facility I'm installing a machine in. That happens. I mean, talk to Pulse about that.
Yeah, we've
talked
all
to Pastor Pulse about that.
We've all lived in the area for a minute or so. I lived there for about a year, and I remember
fucking 2 degrees.
I remember them shutting bridges down because there was like a light misting that we wouldn't even consider it snow here. We wouldn't, but they shut down bridges. And I mean, it pisses you off when you're from the north and you see that. You're like, you fucking bitches. But I slow. What did you say? What did it say? I slow cook in Fahrenheit.
I low and slow cook in Fahrenheit.
That's funny.
Oh man, we don't shut down at home. No, yeah, the South, they get fucking, they get one sprinkle on a goddamn road and they shut down the state. It
doesn't happen the opposite as much. I don't hear people shutting shit down because it's too hot.
No, never. And
the weather's been wacky. It was my niece had a tournament in September, and it was in the 90s in September, and that never happens here. But now we're having like the coldest winter we've ever had. So we're having like the most extremes we've ever had in the last year or so. And it's fucking ridiculous.
I'm 100% residential, no commercial jobs.
Well, Dark Matter, congratulations for not getting murdered. That's good. Yep. What's the craziest shit you've seen in somebody's house?
Well, there's probably some spider populations that
I'm not talking about, but well, I mean, if it's bugs, then it's bugs. But I'm talking about like just someone who has like a weird
down there.
Like
they don't have
shrine to like their pet raccoon that died or something crazy like that.
Oh, I've seen shit like that in fucking houses. I've gone into fucking houses with like Santeria fucking shrines, and I pray to God I didn't leave any DNA evidence or piss the person with it off. Like, I'd never, fuck that, man. I've seen that shit all the goddamn time. I'm not a fan. What was trying to think. Never really run into anything weird. Like, just normal people being just dirty fucks. That's pretty much it. Just nasty people.
You ever walk in somewhere and they have way too many kids?
Yes. Yeah. I've run into
these are our children. There's like 14 of them.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I've walked into some places and there's like more than once in 10 years. I've gone into rooms where it's like triple bunk beds in fucking rooms.
Lord,
multiple.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I've only found dildos. That's funny. Dark Matter says he learned how to low and slow cook over charcoal watching Americans. Yeah, we know how to fucking barbecue.
I've found those two. You lift a fucking mattress and going for bed bug, and all of a sudden just with balls, just like this close to your fucking nose. You're like, God damn it!
Just covered in bed bugs.
Yeah, that's usually.
Man, how is that a deal breaker for you though? Like she's really hot, but she's covered. Her house is covered in bed bugs. Like,
immediately
it should be a deal breaker, right?
Immediately. If I'll tell you a story. I met this chick on a dating app, and I went to her house, and the mattress was outside.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
And I had been in pest control long enough to know the signs of a really bad infestation. And I was like, then perv at her photos on the wall was no bed bugs to be found. Well, that's a good thing. Then you're allowed to perv away because we've all done it. Every tech has. I mean,
wait, what kind of? She has photos of herself on the wall.
Probably bikini photos. He's in fucking New Zealand.
Herself? I don't know. The only thing I know about New Zealand is Flight of the Conchords.
I'm David Bowie from the movie Labyrinth.
I'm Ziggy Stardust Bowie.
What was the one?
Do you have one spacesuit, Bowie? It doesn't have many changes.
I took Laura. I told you I took Laura to see that thing of like Labyrinth, or like they play the music and the soundtrack like note for note and everything. And anytime I saw David Bowie, I thought of Flight of the Conchords. It was just like, hi, and he's just floating the ball on his fucking hand. The person's floating the ball on the hand because it's not actually David Bowie's hand that does like that thing. It's somebody off screen that does that.
Right. I've been seeing that meme a lot of. I think you said it to me too, but I've been seeing a lot of them like at their manager's office. And like, our story is two guys who started at the bottom and worked their way to the middle. Worked their way to the bottom. Stayed at the bottom.
Treaded at the bottom and stayed at the bottom.
That's 100%. Yeah, that's bro bottom. Started at the bottom, treaded at the bottom, and finally stayed at the bottom. Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it. If it gets us more than one view, I will never say we failed. Because pure failure is just nobody watching us ever. Like that to me would be like we need to just quit. Because once nobody comes to play, then we're fucking done.
So really, it's your guys' fault. You're
kinda, yeah. We're the reason. You're the reason the internet has us as redheaded stepchildren on a Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You're
Make
enabling
sure to
us.
What?
They're enabling us.
They are. That's what we should call our fans, enablers. Just
the enablers.
The enablers love us. I'm only watching because I feel bad. Does that count? Yes.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. That's fine.
More than you know.
That's fine.
We just want you to feel something for us. That's all. It could be sympathy. It could be malice.
We've had a few of those.
Oh, yes, we have. Slutty girls down here. Well, I mean.
Oh yeah?
I've heard the South Pacific women, regardless of, actual.
Is there any region of the world that like is really into fat dudes? Is there one of those?
Apparently, in like Australia, the American accent is like fucking cherished. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like because we say no correctly? Is that what it is?
Bro,
It doesn't take us 15 minutes to say the word no. No.
If I popped out midstream and didn't know anything about the show, I wouldn't know what the fuck was going on.
Well, do you think we know?
We have no clue, dude.
Don't know.
We pop this show on, and then at the end, we kind of talk about the fights that happened during the weekend. That's it. Barely anything.
Listen, this is like us hanging out, and we like if you come and hang out with us. That's just fun. We're just all fucking bullshitting. That's what this show is.
Yeah. I just want some animal magnetism to be shown through your phone or TV, depending on what app you're watching, how you're watching the YouTube app. Right? Yeah, all animal magnetism. Beta male animal magnetism, but it's there. It's definitely there.
We gotta watch I never saw. I don't think this ever happened when I was in school, but they canceled school here for 2 days.
It happened to me a few times.
Well, I mean, they already didn't have school Monday because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and then they canceled Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm watching the kids tomorrow, and I really wish I had the money to take them to Dave and Buster's, but I don't.
Well, I mean,
DONOS, everybody. Let's take my nieces to Dave and Buster's.
Oh yes, make sure
because tomorrow's half off games day, but you still need like $50 each.
Mm-hmm.
So you need I still need like $100. And they spent all their Christmas money. So, and I'm going to Vegas next week, so I can't do it. I feel bad.
I was going to say he's going to adult fucking Dave and
Oh,
Buster's.
Also, I have 100% already decided that I will be back at the arcade at the Horseshoe because I have my card still from the last time we went, and it has tickets on it.
You should film yourself. You know, oh my God. You know what you should do? Here's what you should do. You should make one of those like come with me videos, like the come with me shorts, where it's like come with me as we go to the the Horseshoe. First, I have to grab a drink to numb my depression before I start playing Papa Shot.
It's like Ray's not here for me to beat,
so I'm just playing alone.
I should get my mom to put Papa Shot with me and do better than Ray.
She would. My 4 points I got.
It was 36-4. It was something like that. I don't know how you like. I think it's because you were trying to shoot from your hips. You were just like,
I was, yeah.
Chest passes.
I had nothing. It's just, yeah.
There's no arc at all on those shots.
You guys got to go full MAGA. Ray needs to convert to Christianity. You guys will get an automatic 30K subs. Probably.
Well, listen, Ray would be there on his own by now.
Well, not Christianity. I saw through that veil a long time ago, luckily. I saw through that fucking time.
Johnny, rewind to the beginning of the show. I sang the Alma Mater to start the show. That was how I started the show. Well, Carmen, Ohio for you guys. Johnny, I fucking told you, by the way. You told me it wasn't going to happen. I told you, Johnny.
Yeah, Ryan Day rope-a-doped the entire like CFB.
It is nuts. I mean, I don't know if you could really anyone can understand unless you're a hardcore Ohio State fan. The carousel of emotions that we went through the last month or so when they lost to Michigan. I mean, listen, I wasn't. I mean, you can go back and check tape. I didn't want him fired, but there are people calling for his head.
A lot of people wanted him fired,
and we said like, I mean, he might have to win this whole fucking thing. But then he just trounced Tennessee and Oregon. And you're like, dude, we just like, it's still weird. Like, why didn't they meet Michigan? And again, to most people, that's just another game. And I'd rather have the Natty than beat Michigan. But there's a lot of people that there are a lot, mostly older people, I would believe. There's people out there who think that it was great you won the Natty, but they're still going to be like, we still lost to Michigan. It's not complete because we lost Michigan. I can't believe that
people don't deserve to be fucking Ohio State fans at that point.
I mean, the way it's set up now, it doesn't matter that much, man. I mean, listen, good for Michigan. You got us. Good job. But we're still the Natty. We're still the national champions, and you're not. You were last year. You're not anymore. Good for you. But listen, it was cool. It was cool to see it, and I actually was happy that Notre Dame came back a little bit. Made me a little nervous at the end there, but okay.
Yeah, you want that out of your.
By dark matter, kill those ants. Ants go marching one by one.
You go take care of those monster. The monster fauna that you guys got fucking.
Say, what do you have done? You probably can ride them.
Areas.
Like Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Antonio Banderas.
Right. Anthony Mackie. I know that's not one, but it should be Captain America. Yeah, I liked that they paused the game to show the trailer for Captain America.
Well, I mean,
they took a longer than usual media time out to show it. It's funny.
I'm excited for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, I think, is where they're gonna really pop off some big ass trailers, like maybe Fantastic Four.
You know, when Ray says I'm excited for the Super Bowl, it's wait, because it's about to be the nerdiest reason of all time to be excited for the Super Bowl. Because dude, Pokemon are coming out with a new Charizard. Yeah.
It's level 75 and it's also a hologram.
You know what? Well, I don't know what the original video is, but I've seen the meme a lot, and it's funny that dude who's like bigger than me, who freaks out about
not serious. You're not serious about anything.
Just try to catch them all. You're serious. I'm like, I fucking love that guy.
That guy's got a lot of videos like that. One of them is supposedly spent $25,000 on fucking microtransaction in a game.
I hope he makes money. I hope he's not like poor because he's making worse decisions than Ray.
I think he was big on like Vine when Vine was huge.
Okay.
And then like his shit got moved over to when Reels and Shorts and TikTok was still fucking ruling the roost for a little while.
Came back. What? Oh, Johnny, you're a Commanders fan, Johnny. I think you're from New York. Oh, you're one of those, man, where your fandom's spread all over the country. You're one of those. I hate.
Why
that,
not?
dude.
Let them be. As long as it's different teams. But you can't root for the baseball team.
Here's the thing.
A different place.
Well, yeah, he's a Yankees fan and a Commanders fan. However, at least the football team traditionally sucks. They're having a good year, and that's good. And I think now a lot of football fans are being like, when the fuck to change the name to Commanders? Like, what a fucking dumb name that is.
It is.
It's great. If they win a Super Bowl, it's a great name. And Jane Daniels is the man. But I'm disappointed that they beat Detroit. But I would take a Washington and Buffalo in the Super. As long as it isn't Kansas City, I'm fine. Now that so go Bills, beat the refs.
I was about to say I did see I saw a funny meme for the
I believe you,
Buffalo for Buffalo versus Kansas City.
Johnny, would you like a Washington Redskins mini helmet? I have one, and I would like to get that racist shit out of my house.
It's not racist.
Send me an address.
It's a proud person they made that logo after.
I do love how there's like a legitimate movement to bring those names back. It's not going to happen. So if anyone thinks there's any life there, I'm telling you right now, there's none.
Wouldn't it be amazing if it did, though? We're like,
I honestly think that Washington has a better chance than Cleveland. There's no shot in Cleveland. Even though I think the Redskins is a worse name than Indians, but I actually for some reason I feel like they have a bigger shot. Anyway,
that's how they get funding for the new stadium. Trump just goes, "You have to turn it back. I want it back to what it was."
Keep seeing that meme too. It's fake, but it's him with a sign that says, "I'm bringing the Indians back." Or I'm bringing back Chief Wahoo.
Chief Wahoo, you better get ready to say Wahoo, I'm back. That's what I want you to say.
Every
it's
clip I've
in America, everybody.
Every clip I've seen from the inauguration, he just looks tired.
Probably he's tired of people fucking with him, and
I feel like once he won the election, he's just been like shit. Now I have to do this. I think he just wanted to prove people right. He wanted to win, but he didn't want to be president. Like that's what I feel
think
like.
He wanted to be president again, just to shove it in people's faces and be petty. That's why I love. That's why I love the guy, because he does things out of spite.
He ran the first time out of spite. If people would give him shit, he probably would have never ran in the first place. And then I think he wanted to win, but I don't think he wants to be president. I don't think he cares enough. I mean, you know what? And I hope that means that he'll be a little bit more conservative, less fucking psycho. And just do the job and do the job and not have to be so polarizing.
Over 100 executive orders on day one. His desk. Did you see his desk?
That's fucking insane. That's too many.
Well, he did a lot of it was redoing or pulling back a lot of the previous 4 years and really kind of letting the people breathe again out of over regulation. So I'm fine with that, but some of them are weird. He pardoned like a bunch of the people from Jan 6th.
You're saying you want I'm not a fan of that at all. Anyway,
there's like a couple. Apparently they've commuted a couple where they're under consideration, but
but it does. Man, I shouldn't even get into this. I shouldn't do it. Don't do it, Tim. Don't do it.
It's okay. I'm not gonna
do
it. It's over. We got 3 more years of the guy. 3 more years, and then you never have to deal with it again.
No, it's funny that you say that he's pulling back regulation, and then you also hope that they bring more regulation when it comes to things like food. So you know, so you get why I'm listening to this being like, pick a battle.
He wants to go places. He wants to party. He just.
It would make me feel a whole lot better if Elon Musk was like, yeah, I don't know what I wasn't trying to do that, but it came out wrong, and my bad, bros. Not like I'm always right. Nah, that pisses me off.
He's autistic. He'll never say he's not right.
That is part of it too. Like I'm thinking that I'm like that seems like a move. Yeah. And you know that's why I don't want him in the government, because I think he only cares about one person out of the 7 billion in this. He cares about one, and that's why I'm worried about him being part of a government. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's fine. I think him.
And I understand. I also understand the logic of he's smart. He makes money, so he can fix everything. I understand that logic, but I think you're wrong as fuck. But it is what it is. Anyway, moving on.
We'll see what happens. He's got 2 years to fight, or a year. Yeah, a year to.
You know, and I talked about this with Alan. I'm like, well, at this point, because he's in, I hope we're wrong about a lot of stuff, because I don't want the world to fall apart the way we think it's going to. I hope we're fucking real wrong on some stuff.
You are.
Because I want everything to be okay. I just want everyone to be all right, you know. And I don't think the tariffs are a good idea, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're a good idea.
Take that off.
If you pull back certain regulations of our products, what's going on with the logo? All over the place. Products, food, etc. Bacteria in food. Yeah. That's. Well, they weren't talking about taking back regulations. They're talking about adding them. And the Republican Party usually, that's why I don't think anything's going to pass. I think RFK is going to try to get more regulations on our food, which I want that to happen.
Well, I mean,
however, it's not going to happen because no one's going to vote for that.
They've banned red dye 40. And like all those kind of things. I'll give it. It was the Biden, last couple weeks they actually did something good by banning that fucking thing. And there's big different, like there's one guy I've seen on YouTube and Facebook who goes to like Buffalo or something from like Toronto, and he's a Canadian, and he gets like American cereal compared to what Canada does, and it's like juices that they're using, like actual like juice to like make the flavoring, and the coloring is way different. Fucking, I'm for regulating food in that aspect, as long as it makes us healthy, because I know the fucking shit I put in my mouth. It's no wonder I have psoriasis. No wonder I have fucking
Well, I just had a great example with the Austrian soda I just bought.
Yeah.
Like if I made the same choices I did and I was living in Europe, I'd be less fat.
Yeah.
Even if I still ate not great, I would be fat, but I wouldn't be this fat.
No, and again, it's all the processed bullshit.
Right. Now, and again, just real quick, making sure no one thinks that I'm blaming my obesity on something other than myself. I'm saying I would still be fat because I'm not making good choices, but I'm saying I would be less fat in another country because of the shit that we have in our food here. That's what I'm saying. Trump wants less business to start up in America. Well, you know what, Johnny? I believe that as well. However, he can paint us something different. So we'll see.
I think we'll be. Well, there's going to be a definite sea change in this country over the next 4 years, and we shall see what happens. I'm kind of excited. Like I'm excited just to watch both sides of the coin, fucking, and their reactions.
I had a really stressful 4 years from 16 to 20, so I'm just going to try my best to like just not let it bother me as much unless it affects me directly. Which, however, I have to look this up. I have to look up what he did because he already changed something about something with healthcare with the
Affordable Care Act.
Well, not that specifically, although the Affordable Care Act has been really good. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's right here. Look at the numbers. It saved my life, literally.
I've never noticed any real change.
Well, then you haven't been in the boat that I've been, because I've been having insurance for a while. I haven't been had insurance.
I just never go to the doctor, like unless I'm like really sick.
Well, sure, if you don't use health insurance, that's a problem. I'm trying to find it now.
Well, not a problem. It's a good thing to have because it gives you
something about enrollment. So I want to make sure that everything's still okay.
But no, with insurance paying into the stuff, you get that because I don't need to use that shit. So you get a lot of the money. That's what like insurance companies and all that are. Like
one thing that I'm worried about, like right here, what Optimistically said, is that prices for drugs went down a lot in the last 4 years, and I'm afraid that that's going to be changing. And that's
I think that won't be touched. I
disagree. So we'll see. We'll see who's right, and then when it goes up, I will do. Tim was right. Tim was right. We'll see.
I don't even know.
I really think it's going to be bad. It's going to be worse for people.
Passing it at this point. Nope, he's probably just signing blindly, and I'm fine with it because that was the last president, except for he was brain dead. So you have to pay that.
He was brain dead when we elected him. He was old, but he wasn't this old. He aged 40 years in 4 years.
He did. Trump though does look the same.
He's starting to seem old now.
A little, but
still pretty good for almost 80. But he's still
compared
definitely
to the AARP recipient we just fucking went through. That
but I mean, it's funny when you look at when he was campaigning, you're like, man, that was not 4 years ago. That was 100 years ago. That's just crazy
decline.
Yeah, I mean that happens to people age rapidly every time they're. I mean, look what happened to Obama. That dude went from 40 to 60 in 8 years.
Yeah,
and but when you're already 75, it hits you hard. I feel like he would not be where he is cognitively if he wasn't president for 4 years.
Yeah. I've had more than that for copay, so I don't know about $2 copay ever. So,
my mother just told me her hospital switched from they make people pay their copays in their beds now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been to hospitals that have done that, so it's not a new thing, and that's owned by Cleveland Clinic, so that's a giant chain of hospitals.
Yeah,
but yeah, they make you unless you can't physically, but if you're in for something, they're like, all right, you got a copay, pay your copay. They'll run your card while you're in a hospital bed.
Medicare, generic medications. Yeah, I mean, I just have my stuff. My heart meds are like $3, so. My blood pressure. Well, blood pressure meds.
Yeah, luckily because of my new insurance, I don't pay for it now, which is good. But
nice.
Well, right now, we'll see. Also, I have United, so who knows what the fuck they're gonna do? Have they not learned their lesson?
Good Lord!
Did you see Chappelle?
I did SNL? Not see the monologue.
I just watched it today. There was some funny stuff in there, and then. First of all, I mean, I know it feels blasphemous as a comedian to talk shit about Dave Chappelle, like all hail our savior Dave Chappelle. But I mean, he's great, but I don't have him in my top 5, maybe not even top 10. My personal favorites. I'm not saying he's not good, but
I put him in probably top 10.
He does things like, I mean, he did his monologue on a stool. That was weird to me, and I didn't like it. He can do it every once.
Artsy, motherfucker.
He did it every once, but I thought it was weird. It was weird. And a lot of it was less jokes and more. I mean, maybe it was necessary. Get a little preachy, and it really wasn't that bad. But I don't know, it was fine. But a lot of his specials are like that. One of his specials, he did in the belly room in. Like I feel like he just did a pop-up show and recorded it and gave it to Netflix and sold it for $10 million, which is good for him, I guess. But he's just sat and just rambled for an hour and a half, and they gave him a special out of it. I mean, so what I'm saying is,
he's got to give views.
I watch him, and I don't say he's not great, but I break the bank to go see him. I don't know.
No,
I mean, you're talking about the large amount of money you have to go. You have to spend to see Chappelle. I don't know.
Now, 2020, I would have.
Well, I would have loved to go down to Yellow Springs and go to one of his outdoor shows. That would have been great. That would have been fun. Alan still gives me shit acting like it was my fault we never went to one of those. Why didn't you tell me about this? I'm like, did you not know? How did you not know? Where's Pulse this time? I don't know. He tried to come on and he had an issue technically or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he couldn't hear us or one of us at one point, and then the other one. So he hasn't been around. But
But something I've never saw before on Ticketmaster. I'm seeing Nate Bargatze a week from tomorrow when I'm in Vegas. The show's sold out, and there's no tickets on Ticketmaster, and there is an option to sell them. So everyone who bought a ticket is going to the show.
Well, yeah.
No one's reselling them.
No, not for Nate Bargatze, bro.
I said to my mom, I was joking, but I was like, "You want me to sell this for double what we paid for him and get some more gambling money?" But no, I definitely want to go, and I'm
excited for you to see that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I like his new special. His new special.
Yeah, it was great. He is probably like the I apologize for using this term, but the hottest comedian right now.
I like daddy energy. He's got like silver daddy energy.
Not that kind of hottest. I mean like momentum.
Definitely that too. I was more.
I wasn't saying physical. No, he looks like a Southern dad.
He does,
and he's doing a pretty good job as someone who I see grossed like 84 million last year, and just stand up. He's doing a good job of being relatable still. So I think it's part of it because he lives in Nashville and he lives in a house and he's a normal in a neighborhood. And
I don't care about the Nate Bargatze set or to hear about the Nate Bargatze set. Do you understand me, Tim? When you come back and we talk about that the week after, I'm not going
to tell you specific jokes.
I'm not even that. Not even if it was good or bad. I don't care. What I want, the only thing I want, is a review of his dad's magic when he opens for him in this show. I want to know what his dad's magic is like, Tim.
I'm sure it's garbage.
Legend.
That's actually great. I do love that he brings his dad. Now I don't know for sure if he's going to, but in the past he's always brought his dad to Vegas with him. So
if he does it, I want a full review on the show. What tricks were performed? Was there a big budget?
No, probably not.
Is it just a table with a top hat on it? And he goes, "Look, everybody." Oh, I think
you cut out for a second there. No, it's just gonna be like just pulling scarves out of his mouth and like shit like that.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Although that did make me think of like, what if I had a residency in Vegas and I had my father open for me?
Oh my God.
But that's not a comedian. He's not a performer at all. However, if I'm like, Dad, listen, you want to make some real money?
I would do it. If my dad was alive and I was like doing stuff in Vegas, I'd have him open for me, just telling dumb stories from my childhood. I don't give a fuck.
What I hear about your father, your dad would do it. I don't know if my dad would do it.
My old man would probably get on the mic and be like, "This fucking retard you're about to fucking see. Do you want to know what fucking he did once? This motherfucker."
Right. Come on, like, Dad, I'll give you $5,000 to show up if you do this.
Oh, my dad would do that in a heartbeat. I'd be like, $10,000. Let's go, big man. Story time. He got 10 minutes.
I don't think he would do it, but for like a dumb amount of money, I feel like he would think in his head how hard he's retired now, how hard he worked in his life for that much money in the past. He's like, I have to do what?
He'd fucking shoot you and be like, "How much are you paying me?" You'd fucking pay me more.
I told you he has a sign in his driveway at the beginning of his driveway that says, "You are now in range."
Yes. I want to see this man in person. I need a day with your dad. Just hang out with him. Not say a word. Just let him cook the entire time. Just
bring him a bottle of Jim Beam, although he usually probably has multiple, but bring him one anyway as a peace offering, and then ask him to see his weapons room when he's about 4 deep.
I dig.
So my brother told him about the deal we made with this gun and ammo. It was over $1,000 worth of stuff. The ammo was worth more than the gun because there's 1,700 rounds. So yeah, it was a lot. So my brother told my dad about it when he paid for it, and then my dad, of course, like had to go full Rain Man and do the math in his head about how much it was probably worth and how good of a deal he got. I'm like, yeah, he did get a good deal because I wasn't going to let him not have a good deal because I got it for free too. So
Yeah.
it was a win-win for everybody. Now, did I get half of what I would have got from anybody else? Probably, at least half, but still.
Yeah, but you just wanted to get rid of the fucking, you wanted to get rid of the gun.
I mean, I could have kept it, but I need money for Vegas.
That's what I'm saying. You got the money that you got money out of it, and you're putting it towards something that you're gonna have more fun at.
And it was one of those deals that, like I said, I mean, I hope he doesn't, but he could flip all that right now and make double what he paid me. Now he's not going to, and that's about the only thing that would make me be like, dude, come on. If he did that, but he's working on it right now. He's doing some stuff to the gun, trying to make it look sweet or something. I don't know. For the last couple of weeks, he's been off the drinking since the first of the year. And he's been doing pretty good, but he's been playing a lot of Call of Duty to the point that it's become a problem. Apparently,
your brother?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He just bought a PS5. No. He bought one a couple of days ago.
Oh no. Yeah, it can be a thing. I have one complaint about the PS5. One fucking complaint that only Xbox did this properly, and PS5 though I can go to YouTube directly. I can't switch games while my stream is paused and then go to another game while I'm like playing. Otherwise the thing cuts off. I gotta figure out how I can make that work.
I don't know.
Because
I don't understand people watching people play video games. I don't get it.
I get views. Like I got minimal view. I got very small views, but I get views. Like it's weird. People will actually like stop on my live stream and like chat at some point too.
According to my brother, you either have to be really, really good or really, really, really entertaining, and if you're both, that's the money.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would assuming that you're neither.
Probably
more entertaining than good. I'm assuming.
Yes, I try and be more entertaining than good, and I'm actually tomorrow. If anybody's watching this, if you want to join me at Scally Bandit, I don't do video on my stream. I only do audio. The camera doesn't work with my PS5 and it doesn't format. I don't know what's going on, but I'm probably gonna buy one of those like stream cams from fucking Logitech. They're like $200. Use that. But I'm playing a classic PlayStation 2 game tomorrow, live, story mode, the whole thing through. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I'm gonna be playing an old school platformer from the PlayStation 2 days.
Is that some sort of animal spy or
investigator
show?
Yeah. It's okay. Like you're basically you're the thief.
You're Sherlock Holmes.
Kind of, but it's more he's just a thief. Like that's all it really is. Like it's like an anti-hero kind of story.
Gotcha.
Big, huge in the 2000s. Sly Cooper was everything for at least 2002, 2003. So that's big for me to be able to play this game again.
Did I tell you? I don't think I did because I think no, I didn't tell you because this happened like Friday. I was over at my brother's Friday, and my nieces decided they wanted to come over and spend the night with my mother. So I had to take them back, and I convinced my niece to bring her PlayStation 5.
Oh God!
And they went to bed at like 10, and I went from about 10 to 5. 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. playing NCAA football. I went all the way through the season with Kent State winning the Natty and running the option. and I was satisfied. It was worth it, and now I'm good. I think I have my fix for a while. I'm good.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I mean I played all night and did not stop. I just kept playing. But I had a good time though. I had a good time.
I'm excited because again I get to play those kind of like I get to play those games that I used to play as a kid, especially on like the classic version of PlayStation Plus.
Can you play PlayStation 1 games on that thing?
Yeah, there. If you get PlayStation Plus, which is like 18,
no, I mean like, can you play discs?
I don't know. I've never tried. I know it's backwards compatible with at least the 4.
I have a an old game. I think it's PlayStation 1, but I think that would be hilarious if you played that online.
What?
It's Sammy Sosa's Softball Slam. It's a PlayStation 1.
God, you have that?
Yeah.
I remember that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a slow pitch softball game, and the only Sammy Sosa's in it, and then the rest are like fake people. But I have it still.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up something real quick because I can actually do this on my phone. They have like a bunch of old school fucking PlayStation games. Medieval, which was a hack and slash, Dino Crisis, the original Resident Evil director's cut version.
See what Thomas did today? Thomas posted a trailer for the new PGA Tour game, and then he tagged me in it.
I know.
And then I'm like, dude, I don't have a PS5, you ass.
I know.
Stop rubbing it in.
I did post, or I did comment underneath and say, I will play with you, Thomas, because I am a fancy fiver. I have the fancy 5. Time Splitters is in here. Fucking, oh my God. So, Tomb Raider, OG, Clone Wars, Star Wars game. That one's fun. Jack and Daxter, son. Sexy. So much fun stuff. Parappa the Rapper 2, Tim.
Kick punch.
Kick punch, it's all in your mind. If you try and test me, you're gonna find. Killzone Liberation, which wasn't really a good game.
That's the PlayStation game I want them to make a live action movie out of. Is Parappa the Rapper. Like that's what I want.
That would be amazing. That would be great. Oddworld would be a great one too.
I want Kanye to voice Parappa the Rapper.
Okay. I can't even do it. I would get demonetized immediately. Because I want to. I can't. All right. He had some good ideas. No, yeah, I can't really. Kanye. So such a weird man. Oh man. Did you watch any of the fights, by the way? No.
I didn't spend money.
I got to start sending you like the core websites, like MMA Core, Kickboxing Core. So those are the places to get like the day after posted on like an illegal site.
There's no fights this weekend. But then on the 1st, we'd be at the Planet Hollywood Sportsbook. You get eating like an egg burrito.
Yeah, the Saudi Arabia fucking card.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6 a.m. here. I mean, out there.
That's February 1st. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same day as the Royal Rumble too. So TKO is making a lot of fucking money. No, I'm just saying
Royal Rumble, the one where there's like surprise people, like, oh, here's this guy.
Yeah, where they have to throw each other over the top rope.
If they don't have Steve and Flo, like, come on, man, that's perfect. Wrestling fans are gonna know who he is. It'd be hilarious. Rowan there, throw him out quick, but it would be funny for people to fucking go nuts as he's fucking going down the aisle. That'd be fucking great. Come on, give the people what they want.
Probably Joe Hendry is gonna be a surprise entrant.
Isn't he with a different company?
Well, they have a partnership, TNA and WWE.
You hope there's somebody who's just like pushing real hard for like, dude, come on. This is the peak of his internet fandom.
I guarantee you, Triple H gets DMs all the time of Stephen Flo from like some mark in fucking
and
like
that's
Chicago.
What would be perfect, right? Just bring him in the Royal Rumble, have everyone go fucking nuts in the arena when he comes out, have him in for like 10 seconds, throw him out. And then that's it. It'd be fun though.
I did see, or I did end up drunk.
I would legitimately be pissed if they don't do it. They better fucking do it.
During the intermission of the show that I went to on Saturday, I was already like I think 3 in by the time intermission hit, and I just started walking down to the bar going, Stephen Flo, Stephen Flo, Stephen Flo. And one of the wrestlers that I was like walking behind looks back at me and gives me like a nice little shit-eating grin, like, yeah, it's over. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Joe Hendry's gonna be probably there because he called out John Cena after winning the TNA World Title because he's their world champion now. So he beat Cleveland's own Nick Nemeth, the Kent State record holder for wins.
What are the reasons against doing it? Bringing in Stephen Flo, like what? Tell me what the reasons against. And I bet there aren't good. I bet they aren't good.
It would be
the kid $3,000.
Well, I was going to say you'd be able to like steal maybe a house by having like Stephen Flo advertised, where people would be like, "Oh my God, it's the dude from the internet!" Like that would be it.
I mean, they're gonna fill up anyway, right?
Does that
so
shit.
You're gonna sell it up anyway, right? So just surprise, like everybody would be pumped and thought it was. Who's gonna think that's not great? And he doesn't have to win; he can get thrown out right away. But it just the fucking 2 minutes of everybody on their feet going, "You shut the fucking floor!" Like that'd be fun. Give me the reasons against it.
It's a meme. It'll last
but
like
it's fun. And it's a fun time for the people who showed up. And then that's it. They throw them out, and then Stephen Flo's done. That's it.
Just like fucking Mark Henry picks him up over his fucking head and tosses him into the front row.
Joe Henry that'd be funny if Joe Henry's bring out Joe Henry, then Stephen Flo.
Yes.
And then Henry throws Flo over.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be like, because that video I sent you of the cute lamb scene from fucking The Simpsons, it lives rent free in my head right now. Like I loved every second of that because it explained the internet wrestling community to a fucking T. They're all just little chimpanzees who get excited when you hand them a new shiny toy. Like that's what Stephen Flo is, and I respect it. I respect the fuck out of him for doing. It's one of the more original characters I have ever seen in professional wrestling, and that's hard to fucking do. Hard.
Isn't there supposed to be karate combat? When? Soon? I'm waiting for I think our dude Sam Alvey's hurt. Hopefully when he comes back, he's gonna have to fight that Taekwondo dude who won his first fight in 3 seconds. And he's got another fight coming up. But if he wins that fight, he's gonna have to fight Alvey for the title.
It's this Friday from Miami. Let's look over the card. Just buy tickets. Where's the card? Come on. Why aren't you giving me the full fucking card? Here we are. All right. Oh, what? Come on. What? The lightweight championship is on the line. There's a bantamweight. There's a kickback Bangkok. I don't know when that already happened. There's only a couple fights it looks like announced. I don't really see any I don't see a card here. I haven't been on the app in a while. They have that app. Yeah. So they got a card coming up in Miami Friday. So might have to watch that.
What's the name of that fucking dude that was in the UFC, but he lost a couple fights and they canned him? And
James Vick?
No, heavyweight.
I don't know.
He was he was an Olympian in Taekwondo, and then he had a couple quick knockouts, and they brought him over, and he didn't win too much. And here he is. What is this? Is
I don't know.
What is his name? Tell me what his name is. I know it's something I can't pronounce, or else I would remember it probably.
I'm gonna real quick bring this up this way we can kind of say we did it in a quick fashion, because I only saw the main card, and it started off pretty good. I will say that, especially with Trapper Keeper just getting rear naked choked by the former one champion,
Robles Despenji. I don't know. He had one fight with Karate Combat, and he won in. I just told you his name. Robles Despenji. He had one fight. It lasted about 6 seconds, but I think they have another fight for him coming up. Yeah, here's the video. It's like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Overhand right, game over.
Nice.
But he's I think they scheduled him another fight. But if he wins that fight, I mean, when Alvy's ready to fight again, he has the title. So he's got to fight Alvy. That's a tough fight for Sam, but
I like it.
Still, good fight though.
Hey.
Almeida won. Good for him.
Well,
Almeida got on top of him.
He fucked Spivak up. Yeah, he fucked him up big. Like, it was, he ended up flattening him out with about 15 seconds left on the clock.
I gotta get another drink.
Beat the living fuck out of him. Referee stopped it. And then since Tim's going away, I'll talk a little bit about, there we are.
Our Lord
and Savior. Go away, Tim. You're not, possibly. Let's bring this back up real fast. Yuri Prochazka just ran through in the third round Jamal Hill. Really awkward striking stance by Yuri. I don't know how he did it, but he ended up doing it. And the knockdown was pretty good with Jamal Hill also. Well, sorry, it's some snot and shit. Just getting fucked up by Prochazka in that left hand. That left hand really was the difference maker. Then, I mean, this fight right here, the co-main event of the pay-per-view, Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab is a goddamn cyborg. There's no other way to put it. He put on a pace even when he was getting really fucked up by some of Umar's shots. I mean, Umar was cutting him up something fierce at certain points. When Umar was letting his fist go, it was trouble in paradise for Merab. But Merab, who also set the record for takedowns, beating GSP's record, taking down Umar. Let's look how many takedowns he got here. Where are the stats? There's always stats. Why aren't there stats? This sucks. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Don't see any stats. That sucks. Way to go, douchebag. People actually thought that it was going to be a decision by Nurmagomedov, which was, yeah, I mean, it went to decision, but yeah, setting the record though, most takedowns in the UFC's history, set by Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, once he started, he didn't stop and just exhausted Umar. Yeah, you saw him breathing heavy in the 5th round when Habib saw him use his hands and everything like that. Just destroyed Umar in overtime over 5 rounds. It was mind blowing, that pace. And then Renato Moicano gets subbed by Islam Makachev. Islam, Dana said it finally, number 1 pound for pound. Hats off to Moicano for having the balls to take this on, days notice and really gambling big time. It's going to really raise his stock up even more than it already has. Fans are losing it at the weigh-ins for him. So that it was a good main card for the UFC, and really glad for Islam and Merab.
Can I just get a cut of you saying I'm really glad for Islam, and that's it? Just I'm really glad for Islam, and that's just a cut where we're going to keep playing over and over. Just you saying I'm really glad for Islam. Just anytime something happens,
send me the timestamp, and I'm in for it.
What's the I'm gonna say? Oh, yeah, but yeah, we love Moicano, but we know now, in case we didn't already know this, which I mean we assumed, he's not very good. He's decent. He's pretty good. He's not top elite like Islam. He shouldn't have been in there with him. The only reason he got the shot is because of oopsie daisy. He got lucky a bit. And I read an article. Dariush thought he was getting a call. He thought, like, he heard about it. He's like, oh fuck. Like, can you make 155? He's like, fuck yes. We're fucking. And apparently he's like, I can't believe I'm fighting for the title. Then he gets the call. Hey, buddy. So they're gonna give it to Renato.
Trending on Twitter right now, and you're not.
Yeah. He went. Forgot. Office Space. Yeah. So you have to go ahead and you're gonna have to not fight. But
they paid him. I mean, they paid him.
Thank God. Say they didn't. You know why? Because everyone was like me. Everyone was bitching. They better fucking pay him. They better fucking pay him. And those voices got loud enough that they're aware that. Listen, and I love how they acted like, of course we were going to pay him. Why wouldn't we pay him? Because you've been on record, Dana, saying the words, "We don't pay people not to fight." You've said those words before. So
this is the extenuating circumstance.
You'd hope so, but I feel like he felt a little pressure. But no matter why he did it, at least he did it, and he got his win money as well. So good thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure he wanted to fight. He's a fighter. He wants to fight, but at least he got that. And I think they have him scheduled for something, don't they?
I didn't see anything of like a reschedule of any kind of fight. So
they're working on 313 right now, right? Or oh wait, we're on. That was 310, right? So 311. 311 is in Australia. Okay. So 312 is in Vegas. That's March 8th.
312 is. I thought 312 was Australia.
Oh, that's right. I got messed up. That was 311. So 312 is Australia. 313 is Vegas in March.
Kudos, bang. Yeah, it's this UFC 312 is in Australia.
Okay, I forgot this was 311. So we're looking. So 313 is going to be is in March. That's the one they're working on right now. They just
Who did they judge? versus Ankalaev and Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker.
I believe Gaethje will be fun, but I feel like Gaethje would knock him out before that fight ends. And I also believe Ankalaev beats Pereira right now.
You think that really?
I think he's got a pretty darn good shot at it. I think he's
got a chance. I just think Chama is gonna Chama. Like I think he's gonna use whatever.
Yeah, but Raymond, you also told me that Moicano was gonna beat Makachev. So
wow. I just wanted it to be that way.
I wanted it to happen too. And let's look, and I apologize, everyone. Ray sneaking in a show without me. That was Ray's fault for not being clear.
In my defense, I sent the link. You could have checked the email.
You said I'm going live, and I'm like, okay. And I assumed that you meant you were going video, but I did check after you sent me that. I checked to see if you had a stream set up on Bro Plata just to make sure, and you didn't. You must have did it like a couple minutes after I checked because you didn't have one when I checked. So then when I saw that, I got kind of pissed. Not pissed.
Well, you could have come on. I
would have if I knew you had a show. You were doing it. This was bad communication on your part. And if I was you, I would have thrown my laptop against the wall.
What happens when you assume, Tim? You make an ass out of yourself. That's what you do.
Not
me.
If I was you, I would take this opportunity to throw the laptop against the wall and stop out. But I'm fine. Everything's fine. I would have came on though because I wasn't doing anything. But
yeah, it was fun. I was actually kind of surprised we got people. We were getting like
you rub it in my face like, "Hey Tim, we do better without you." That's what you said to me, and I've had enough.
Would you put to a lie detector test that I said that?
I don't think I could pass a lie detector test if you asked me what my name was. I feel like I have so much anxiety that I could never pass one. I think about that a lot. Like, if I was asked to do one, I would say no matter what. Like, well, then you're guilty. I'm like, not guilty. I just feel like I would fail it no matter what. What's your name?
Dan?
I mean, do you want Timothy or do you want Tim? I go by Tim, but legally it's Timothy. And Timothy's my full name? Like, what do you?
I don't have
what is your date of birth? I mean, listen, I wasn't very conscious when it happened. I was an infant. I was just born. I don't know for sure. I could have been being lied to this whole time.
You know how cold I was that day? Remember the shivers.
I don't remember anything. But where's Pulse?
He's somewhere. I don't know. Hope he's okay.
Somebody
gave up and went to bed, probably smoked a fatty and had a good time. Got his dick sucked.
Somebody needs to send him some equipment so he can leave us and do his own show. That's what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna get him a laptop and then he's gonna leave us.
Could happen. Well, I wouldn't. I love Pulse, but you got to be realistic in platonic relationships that you have online with people. Like, it's got to be kind of realistic.
Yeah, we've never met him in person. We don't even know he's real for sure.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he goes his legs so much.
He could be legless. We wouldn't even know.
He's like Lieutenant Dan.
Maybe. There was a category in Celebrity Jeopardy that they gave you 3 characters from a movie and you had to tell which one didn't die. And they didn't get any of them right.
I wouldn't be able to.
I mean, one was really because one was Forrest Gump, Bubba, Jenny, Lieutenant Dan. Which one didn't die?
Oh, yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
One was Avengers Endgame. It was Thanos, Iron Man, Captain America.
Yeah. I know that one.
Who?
What is Steve Rogers?
Wrong. He got old and died. Thanos came back.
Didn't die?
He didn't. No, I was correct. It was the Captain America. But yeah, they didn't get any of them right. There was I think those may have been the only ones I knew because there was some movie. Outsiders was one, and I don't remember that. Well,
yeah, I don't. I know of the movie and never really watched it.
Yeah, same thing with that and Lost Boys too. I haven't. Other than I still believe. Yeah,
but a dirty sax man, we all know with
that guy's like like tours, and he tours by himself.
He was in Cleveland like months ago.
He did Buzzman a while ago. He just tours alone, and he just like plays backtracks and plays saxophone over it.
Hey, make your money, Playboy. That's I have no hatred towards that boy.
He still wears the leather thing, and he still does the hip thrust.
I love it, absolutely love it.
Good tune.
Brr.
What else happened last week? Anything good?
Mm-mm.
No. Cavs doing some winning again. I told myself no bets until Vegas, and I didn't place a bet, but I thought about placing a parlay on the Cavs and Ohio State winning yesterday. But it still would have been a negative. It would have been minus like 152. So I didn't place it. Yeah, still would have been minus. So I mean, and they both won, but still.
I had 7 bets for like $30 spread out on UFC. All of them lost, every single one. So I'm starting the year down $30. So I'm gonna bet. And also, by the way, I think we should do that depending on what time of the day it is to do the live weigh-in reaction, because that did get some heat. It did. So I'm thinking once a month for pay-per-views. That way we don't get, we're not watching every single goddamn weigh-in.
So we're reacting to fake weigh-ins.
Yes, because of the standoff, the interviews, who looks confident, is it gonna affect the betting lines? Has it affected the betting lines?
They all look confident.
No, if you ask the dude from Wayne County Life, they're all scared. They're because they're playing safety games.
That guy was fun. It's funny. That is funny.
I love that shit. I've subscribed.
My favorite thing about that one is that I've heard people fucking say that, so that's why it's funny.
Dude, it ended a friendship when I heard somebody say, "We've watched a lot of UFC, and we should sharpen our skills in my living room." And I went, "What?" No.
I definitely have heard people say, dude, I mean, listen, I've never actually done groundwork, but I feel like I could figure it out by watching UFC. And I'm like, what? I mean, you could probably figure out how to lock up a guard.
Groundwork is in your fucking just shoveling, because that's all you're going to be good for?
They said it like that, not like rolling it around. They said like doing groundwork. I said it like that. And it's like, I think I'd be pretty good on the ground just from watching UFC. I'm like, the only thing I think you would know how to do correctly is, like I said, lock up your guard maybe, but even then your hips probably wouldn't be in the right spot.
No, it takes a special, plus it's a weird feeling when you're on bottom and you have to lock someone down. It's like you're just hugging them and not wanting them to go away from you. It's weird. Because you're on their knees, your back's on their ass and back are on their fucking thighs.
Right. And you're still getting hit.
Yeah.
It's not a great. Yeah, it's not good. Luckily, in my fight, I was only on bottom for about 2 seconds, and I was able to escape mount.
I hate clogs. God damn it!
What?
A couple of my tips are clogged because the THC hardens in the tubes and shit.
Okay.
So I'm trying to just hit all kinds of different strains from when I went to Toledo a couple of months ago.
Apparently, there's all kinds of fake weed places in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Which is whack, dude.
Yeah, the only place I'm gonna give you money to go is Planet 13.
Where is that?
A little bit off the strip. It's over by it's 5 minutes from the Rio.
I'm not taking an Uber to go there.
I'll pay for the Uber. It's
how about
$10?
How about you give me $100 and I'll put it in a slot machine and do max spins until it's gone.
I mean, if you won money, I'd like my 100, at least, and you keep the rest because you did the work.
Yes, that'd be fine. I did look up to see if
I would like at least you to go buy me some tips. That'd be the only thing and I'd come down and pick them up from you.
Well, maybe if I did that, send me a $100, I'll play slots. However, I looked up if you're allowed to make videos, and it looks like you can kind of. I don't know if they let me live stream it.
People do live stream it all the time.
Do they?
Yeah, like there's
Maybe
people who just set up a
maybe it'd be a good idea to ask first.
Set up a phone, or you have like a thing on your chest that shows
Right.
the fucking thing. That's how Vegas Matt's fucking kid does it, I think.
Yeah, but I mean they
If you
they don't spend
$100,
$100. You know, they do $100 a spin. What?
If you do run into him, just be like, dude, you want to come on my podcast? Here's what it looks like. You don't have to leave your house.
But you do it from the tables.
That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie.
But I would. I'm not a picture guy, but for you and my brother, I probably would get a picture.
I would lose I'd run down the hall. Like I'd be that happy. I'd just be like, you met him.
He's just the dude who gambles.
Yeah, that's what I love about him. He seems like a cool dude.
He doesn't seem to win that much. It's about 50-50. Yeah,
that's gambling though. I mean,
I know.
When I go into a casino, regardless if it's a slot hall or they actually have table games, I know I'm probably gonna be down at least 100 in 15 minutes minimum.
You never
Maximum's like 3 hours.
Well, how long did you and I play at the Cromwell? Like didn't we both go with $100? We played for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take long. It doesn't take that long. Yeah. I mean, the day I'll never forget. It was one of the biggest losses. Like I'm pulling a string on my hoodie because I'm getting anxiety and I need to like soothe myself thinking about this loss. The weekend of UFC 210. Which is wild to me that we're past UFC 310 now. In Buffalo, when I met Dana, I walked up to a blackjack table and I was down to $62 with $200 from 200 in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Everything just was coming up death for me at those tables at Seneca Buffalo. Like it, to me, it's still one of the most traumatizing losses I've ever had in playing blackjack in my life. And right. I've lost it all.
When you're playing, $25 table and you have, it goes pretty damn fucking quick.
Luckily, I hit some prop bets. That's what made me happy about that.
I don't like them. I don't like
them either, but I was lucky to hit a few where it was like, I get fucking 100 back. Cool.
I saw a video of Vegas Matt playing this new blackjack where you can double after one card. They give you one card, and then you can double your bet. So you see their one card, like if they had a 2, right, and you had a king, you're like, oh fuck yeah, we'll double, and then you get your next card, and you can play the hand. You don't only get one card. You can play the hand normal, but you can double after one card, which is interesting.
Yeah, I want to try baccarat. I want to see.
Yeah, I plan on playing some.
The hustle is for it, and see
it's easier. You just pick one or the other and see if you win or not. It's less than blackjack. Although lately I've been getting confused in blackjack. I've never hit against 12 when I have under 17 or no. I never on anything. I never hit against 12. But I guess you're supposed to if you have like a 12 or a 3, right? Or I forget. I gotta look at it.
It's a 2 or a 3. Usually I will. Like if
I stay a lot. Well, I mean anything over 13 you always stay. But I mean against a 6 or lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a face card, you get a hit, or a 7 or a 10, you get a hit. But and the soft, like when to double down on a soft, whatever. That's when I get confused. But most of the time, I'm fine. Hitting on stuff 18 against a 10.
You're fucking nuts at that point.
No, you're supposed to. Stuff 18 against a 10.
I don't trust it. Because what if they have a low card that's not showing, and then all of a sudden you get the 10, and it's a hard 18 or a 19 at that point?
Yeah, no. If you have what do you mean? If you get a 10, you're fine. You're just a hard 18. You're fine.
I know, but it's just hurts me a little.
Listen, people have been playing this game for a long time, Ray. You go with the numbers. You go with the numbers.
You don't. You play recklessly and you have a good time.
Unless you
Especially if it's just two.
Think
If it's
something's been
two
rigged.
people at the table. If it's a whole table, you play with everybody. You look at what they're doing and you take their advice and you play together against the dealer.
Well, you play by the book, or else someone's gonna stab you.
I've almost had that once.
I almost stabbed you. What are you talking about?
No, another dude at the Horseshoe downtown fucking almost stabbed me fucking playing blackjack. Yeah.
I remember one time
we went to another table. I was like, fuck this guy.
I sat at a table. I was the only one there, and another guy sat next to me. And I think 3 hands, and he played backwards all 3 hands, and I just got up and left. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I'm like, I can't play with this guy. No way.
No. I had a mush come in when I was playing at the D at like 6 a.m. Vegas time. I was just up, and I had like $200 in my account. I got up to good like $600, and there's like dirty hippie kid fucking started playing dumb, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. After I lost I think I lost 100. I was up 8 at one point.
You gotta wonder if that dude was a fucking cool.
It was a plant. Like it was absolutely a fucking plant.
Yeah.
I went to another table and just saw what he was getting, and I'm like, nah, I don't like any of this. This is too weird. Yeah. And I lost most of it again at the fucking El Cortez.
I've been watching all these walkthrough videos of casinos, and the weirdest thing is that after like 7 p.m. at Planet Hollywood, they have fucking dancers next to tables, and I've seen video. It's just weird. It's so weird. It's awkward. They're just like not looking at anyone. Just like that's just very strange. And
First time I ever. Oops, sorry. What were you gonna say?
No. Good.
First time I ever went to the D was like 2015, and it just opened, and it was like a straight up nightclub in this fucking place. There's like,
well, that's how Fremont is the whole time, right?
Well, it used to. Now it's sort of subdued. Like they don't have the dancers next to the blackjack table. You'd be able to see that. Like my girlfriend at the time went off and played slots, and I was like playing blackjack with a couple from like I think like Indiana or so, like somewhere in the Midwest. Like we were talking and actually we're getting along. So I'm like, oh, they're Midwesterners, cool. But they stayed there. We were next door at the Golden Nugget because we were classy people.
I wouldn't mind staying at the Circa because that's like the nice hotel that's downtown. But no, Planet Hollywood has dancers now, and they have for a while. They call it the Pleasure Pit, which is not my speed at all. But
you should go film, like, and just send me what the saddest bitch on a fucking platform looks like.
Just like
yes. The one that doesn't want to be there, but like she makes the most money.
Every video I saw, like no one's like standing there watching. It's just they're all like background stuff. So it's very it's super strange.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the appeal of it at all. I mean, listen, if it was up to me, I would tell them to go home. I'm like, I don't need this. And they also have like the hottest dealers working at that time too, and they're like in lingerie.
Yeah. There's a few casinos that used to do that a lot before COVID.
That's not my speed at all.
Yeah, dude, I love that shit.
Really?
Give me a gimmick to go gamble. I want it.
I mean,
I'll have it while I'm fingering my girlfriend. Like I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
No, my speed is more of the just. Well, I guess you would say more old school shit, I guess. But like they say, the Bellagio's for old people now. I'm like, that sounds pretty great. I mean, just give me good restaurants, dude, and fucking normal ass tables.
Yeah. That's all. Like whenever I go to Vegas, like now it's more I'm looking for like food, like the food reels where they tell you like restaurants to go to that aren't the fucking Old Red or fucking, you know.
Well, here's the thing. I do plan on going to Old Red.
Well, good for you. That's cool. It's there. It's there
because it's down. It's just by Planet Hollywood, and it's
show me something I don't know about that. Like Primal, when you sent that Primal thing, I'm gonna go to Primal when I'm out there. You know, when I go out there, like towards
Sparrow and Wolf is another one that like all the local, like you see videos of these people that live in Vegas and they do Vegas videos constantly. they're all like it's not the strip, but Sparrow and Wolf is the shit. The reason we went to Primal is because instead of that is because I just didn't know if there was anything on the menu my mom would like. And she said she wanted to go to a steakhouse, so Primal would work. But Sparrow and Wolf look good too. They have a tasting menu for like 130 that has 4 courses. But it has things on it my mom wouldn't eat, like octopus and shit. I mean, I wouldn't care if a very good chef made me gravel. I'd be like, all right, fucking, let's do it.
Let's try it, baby.
If you say it, if you're putting your reputation on the line for this gravel, I'll be all right. Yeah, I got you. Sure.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, no. Whenever I go out there now, I'm just more about like I'll hit normal places, but
couple ground rules, dog. I talked to my mom about. Number 1, she can't go walking by herself outside the casino. At night, especially.
Nighttime, no.
Day is fine if she's only going to like Paris or Cosmo across the street. Other than that, I mean, she won't anyway. She probably wouldn't anyway. And also, I don't want her to talk to anyone. No one who's not customer service. Don't trust anybody. Don't give anybody your phone. Don't take anything from anyone. Don't do any of that shit.
Yeah, no. Head forward. You like when we went together, I walked from fucking Bally's or the Horseshoe, whatever you want to call it, to the Venetian to go see the people that were there as well. Felt okay. But would I do it at night by myself in Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip? Fuck you. Somebody's coming with me, or I'm Ubering to wherever I'm going.
We walked from T-Mobile to Horseshoe, and that wasn't bad because number 1, we weren't the only. There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah,
foot traffic, and that's usually why the strip is usually okay because there's a lot of witnesses. There's a lot of people.
I was about to say didn't somebody get stabbed on the fucking one of the pedestrian bridges that we were like near, like right the couple. I think it was that Thursday that was on the news. When we were hanging out in the room, there was like a stabbing on one of the fucking things. I'm like, glad we didn't do that. Let's let's on terra firma here.
That was the only walk I mean, that was like a mile or so. That wasn't that bad. Although when you look at the maps, it looks so much shorter. But so we always got to check. Well, that's why we're gonna take an Uber from Planet Hollywood to the Wynn Encore. Because it's like 1.3 miles. We're not walking that at night. No. And plus, when we're gonna be dressed up, kind of, sorta, for Sinatra, we don't want to go there all sweaty, or I'd be all sweaty.
Well, not even that. It's also just looking the way you do. If you're going like just a little bit dressed up, you're kind of making yourself a target.
Well, that's Main Strip, and a lot of people are walking it. It's probably fine, but it's just too far.
Yeah,
like 1.3 miles is 1.3 mile. Man, that's too far.
Yeah,
half a mile, good. That's fine. Like Link is half a mile. I thought about going to Link for, what's that called? Hash a go-go.
Yeah,
Hash House a go-go. Yeah, that looks cool. There's a restaurant in the Cosmo called the Henry that its hours are 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, it's the weirdest hours I've ever heard of, but it's a legitimate restaurant. It's just open in the middle of the night.
I don't want to go to that place now.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I might end up there if I'm like awake and if I'm going across the street to Cosmo, I'm going to the Henry.
It's like that New York diner in the fucking Strat. That thing only opens at like I think midnight, and then goes all through the night, like a third shift restaurant. I want to go. But.
Thought about going to Bazaar Meats at the Strat, but the thing about that is that I'm not a small plates person. I'm too fat to be a small plates person. I don't like it. It's weird. I went to a restaurant. I went to Salt with Alan and his wife, and it's strange. I mean, you just like, okay, what do you want? And then you all just fucking pick at it. But I don't like that. That's weird to me. I don't know. Like appetizers,
like family style like that.
I don't like that. No.
I'm okay with it.
I wasn't overly full when we were done eating, you know? That was okay.
Well, you're paying though for more of the experience of eating the weird meats than you are anything else.
Well, no, okay. So that's the little thing about confusing about Bazaar Meats. It's a name, Bazaar. It's not but it's not a weird meat. It's normal meats. It's not I know when you hear that name, you're thinking like, what is it, dude? Is it fucking like a lizard? Like what is?
I would.
What is
Well, no, I was thinking
But
that.
it's
Yeah,
not.
like a lizard, gator, all that good
No,
shit.
no, it's not that. It's just it's
Oh.
Bazaar. It's someone's name.
Boo.
Yeah, but they say it's like it's great. But also, listen, the two places we're going, Sinatra and Primal, have great reviews. My mom was like, "Well, why would you get a reservation? I want to get a reservation before the Shania show." She's like, "Why don't we do it Thursday when we don't have anything going on?" I'm like, "Well, my logic is that we know we have a show at 8. So we want to go somewhere to have a set time so we know we're going to get in and out before then.
Yeah.
Not be like, let's go here. And then there's a line and then we're worrying about time and shit. So that was my, like, and then she said to me, she's like, well, I don't have that. I want to have everything planned. I'm like, we have 4 things planned and 2 of them, they're back to back. Dinner, show. That's all we have planned. That's it. Nothing. There's nothing else we have planned. So I'm like, you say that. I'm like, we don't have anything really. Thursday's wide open. Saturday, their last day, is wide open. So if there's places I want to go, but we don't have any.
Before you.
I'm not going all the way out there to do drunk. 5 minutes, dude.
Well, go do 5 and get drunk. They have a good beer menu. Go check out Ola Habibi if you're ever in Las Vegas. Shout out to Jose, the owner. He's a dope motherfucker. And Adam Dominguez hosts that show Thursdays.
I believe I would have done 10, but I'm not going to do it for 5.
Why not? It's got a good beer menu, bro.
I never like doing 5.
I got lucky. I got very lucky. It was fun.
I could have, like, if I booked this through in October, so or something like that. I don't know, but it's good, and it is getting closer. Number one, super excited. I've been watching video every single day for the last however many months. I've been getting ready for this, and much more prepared than I was last time. Now I wasn't prepared at all last time. I was just like, well, Ray knows, so
yeah.
So
I didn't steer you wrong on a lot of things.
No, but we should have did like I said. The thing I regret the most is the food. We didn't do, and part of that is being at Horseshoe because Horseshoe doesn't have anything.
No. The Rio had more selection than fucking.
But and I didn't even know this until recently. But Paris is connected to Horseshoe, and we never went over. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, the only reason I was going to go to Paris is because that's what Better the Hell was, and that was still the biggest bummer of the trip.
That made me sad because I wanted to go with you just to like.
I was so excited.
I wouldn't have known a lot of the songs and or I may have, but at the same time, I would have just kept. I would have looked over. I would have just been watching you, just like kind of.
That show is still pretty high on my bucket list. Unfortunately, right now they only do it in Europe, so it's a bummer. And I'm kind of reserved the fact that it's very possible I will never get to see it.
We'll make it happen. We need to work on this podcast so we can go to Europe so you can see it.
I would like a local community theater to do Bad at Hell so I can be in it. Let's do that.
Talk to Kent State, Tuscarawas County.
Well, we have a theater here. I know guys, at least one guy that works there and does stuff, but I'm like, come on. He's like, you know what kind of singers we would need for that? I'm like, come on, you got a few. That'd be awesome. I don't even know if you can. Like, I mean, I don't know how that works. Like, you have to pay to do a show. I know that. Even when when you do high school shows, we had to pay.
Yeah.
It's like a licensing fee every time you do a show.
Mm-hmm.
But but some of them they're not available. Like you can't, especially the new ones. Like I don't know if a community theater could do Hamilton right now. I don't think they're allowed. They have to be licensed it out. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But do Bad at Hell would be sweet. Anyway, I would absolutely want to do that. I would be pissed if I didn't get a role. But I get cast in Bad at Hell, I'd be pissed. Where was? Oh yeah. So the food was the issue. So that's why I want to make sure that wasn't the case. So we have 2 reservations, and we plan on going to a buffet, probably Wicked Spoon at Cosmopolitan, and that's open to like 3. So probably like a brunch. And then I want to go to Old Red. I want to go to Nacho Daddy. And probably Ramsey Burger, which is in the casino. So
dig
those together, it would be fine. I won't complain about not eating enough food. And if I get a chance to go back to Dirt Dog, I probably will, because Dirt Dog was the thing I liked the most.
That was the highlight food wise for me too, because I liked it. I
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
And it was kind of sad that it was a hot dog.
Nah.
It was a good hot dog though. I like hot dogs, and plus, I mean, it had pastrami on it and shit. It was like a $14 to $15 hot dog, but it was
It was dope.
I remember we spent like, I spent like $30 at the hot dog place.
It was a good recovery for sure.
Man, we went there right before the fight, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was dinner right before.
And then after we went to the pizza place right there, DONOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
I'm gonna go take a leak real quick.
Okay.
So you talk to the people, buddy. I'll be right back.
Hello, the people. It's me, Tim. Anyone who's watching, thank you. We don't know why. We're just dudes who fucking bullshit. Sometimes we talk about fights. Sometimes we have good conversations about them. We have another guy who's usually here. His name's Pulse. He's having technical difficulties. He's not here, unfortunately. I want to get my bobbleheads move. This Truth, Sojourner Truth, move here, into the frame here, a little bit better. There she is. Oh, I got Tim Couch. I got Josh Naylor. I got the Rally Possum. On this side, I got my Scranton Eagles helmet. I got a Negro League hat, and I got a Browns towel there. Got a Browns lamp behind the towel, right there, hiding it there. But programming announcement. Thursday, we'll be back Thursday. Most likely, we do plan to be. Next Tuesday and Thursday, I don't know. I won't be on either day. I'm going on a trip to Vegas, as we were talking about for a while now. And I'm leaving Wednesday morning, but Tuesday we're going up to Cleveland, which is like an hour and a half from me. And we're staying by the hotel so we can get to, a little bit easier to, I want to wake up us early to get to the airport. So I won't be doing the show Tuesday. And then Thursday I'll be in Vegas, so I won't be doing it then either. I hopefully Ray and Pulse do the show, because I'll probably pop in, but not if they don't do a show. So we shall see what they want to do. Hopefully they do a show. There isn't a UFC card this week. They don't want to fight football, I guess. Conference championships. We got Washington, Philadelphia, and we got Buffalo and Kansas City. So who do I want to win? Not the Chiefs. Okay. That's the answer there. I like the Bills. As a Browns fan, I feel right there with Bills fans, and I'm happy that they have a good team, and I think it's time for them to get to a Super Bowl. That would be nice. And also, I don't hate the Chiefs, but tired of them winning and everything. Andy Reid is extremely likable, but they've won enough. Come on, let's get somebody else in there, and the Bills will be fun. Bills, and then Buffalo, Philadelphia sounds like a real fun fight of fan bases. But Washington has had a great year this year. Great story. They were crappy forever. They drafted the right guy. Something the Browns have never done when it comes to quarterbacks. But Jalen Daniels is great. It's going to be a good game against them and Philadelphia. And then I really hope the Bills pull it off. I would like Bills, Eagles, or Bills, Commanders would be fine. Something different. Yeah. But Bills, Eagles will be fun. Bills, Eagles will be good, because those are two fan bases that are rabid, and see, the fan bases in the shittiest weather are the craziest fan bases, and that's just the truth. Rust Belt teams, they have the best fan bases. And listen, if you're from the South or somewhere, that doesn't mean you're not a good fan. Doesn't mean you're not a great hardcore fan. It doesn't mean that. But I'm talking fan base as a whole. There's some fan bases that don't. What's the word I'm looking for? They take their teams for granted. They don't, respect what they have. I think Miami usually. Not saying there isn't hardcore Florida Panther fans out there, but there are. But as a city, doesn't seem like a great hockey city. or a great football city, or a great baseball city. All of those things. Alan has season tickets. Well, quarter season tickets for the Guardians. He has Tuesday, Thursday games, and he's like, well, it's a fan pool of people that I'm gonna have to bring to games. He's like, but are there a couple games that like you absolutely want to go to? So I went through the schedule, and I'm like, well, they play the Dodgers on a Tuesday, so yes, pencil me in for that for sure. Tito coming back with the Reds. And then I think the other ones were Toronto, because I don't think I've ever seen Toronto play. And then Miami for the same reasons. I've never seen. Oh, you know what? I have seen the Marlins play.
I was about to say.
I forgot. That's okay. I forgot. I haven't seen them since they've been the Miami Marlins, but I saw the Florida Marlins play with Cliff Lee. I saw him, not Cliff Lee, Cliff Floyd. When I saw him play when we were in 8th grade. We went to Cincinnati because we didn't go to Washington because of 9/11. But went to Cincinnati and I saw, and Aaron Boone hit a home run for grand slam for the Reds. Boone. Yeah, the Yankees manager, Guardian at one point too, or Indian. But anyway. But I told
Pirates fans fits.
He said he's like, hey, Tuesday, Thursday, opening day is on Tuesday. I'm like, you better check. I'm like, something tells me they're gonna rip you off. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I have all Tuesday, Thursday games. I'm like, yes, you do. But because opening day is opening day, I have a feeling that they're not including opening day in your season tickets. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, it makes perfect sense. I'm like, just wait. And guess who was right?
Tim was right. Tim was right.
But he bought tickets because he was planning on going anyway. So I think we're still going. So there may be some games, some days this season that I will be gone because I'll be at baseball games. So just be prepared for that. Also, are you doing shows next week? Like I'll pop in if you guys are on.
Tuesday, yes. Just because it's the Tuesday show, and we will check in with you from Vegas.
Well, I won't be in Vegas Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm just going to be up in Cleveland. We're just staying up by the airport on Tuesday.
Okay.
I think I am going to dinner with Alan though, but I can pop. But Thursday, if you guys are on Thursday, I'll definitely pop in from Vegas wherever.
Thursday, I'm thinking we'll probably do like an hour or two kind of thing, and then I'm going to go over to Casey Jones to just get fucked up and drink a little.
I mean I did have fun at that mic. If that was one of those, if I lived up there, I would go to it.
It's a fun ass mic
because it was fun when we did it.
Yeah,
that, and also they're like trying to look for excuses to buy people alcohol. That's fun.
It's the best. And I apparently have a 10-minute set whenever I want it there. I guess I don't know what that's about. But I got a message from one of the guys that hosts it. So
can I have that?
I mean, I can talk to them and
force
them to.
Those two guys, they saw me perform last time.
Yeah, they loved you.
Yeah, so I should get that.
I mean,
I went once, but they also know I live far away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you lived up here, we would be doing the show and then going over to Casey Jones. Like, I'd rent a fucking studio space for us to do the show, then have us do it somewhere
it's
around.
Crazy how quick neighborhoods churn in Cleveland.
Yeah,
it's like one block.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
It's not just Cleveland. That's a lot of places, but it is funny how it goes from mansion to meth house real quick.
For sure. Especially if you go inland from the lakeshore, it becomes real gnarly real quick.
Like, Allen is a nice neighborhood, but that's like 5 minutes from his house. Yeah. And just like, what is this? And it's really not that bad. I wasn't nervous there or anything like that.
No.
But I don't know. That's one of the open mics can be fun. Like the gyro mic has been fun for years.
Yes.
They can be fun. Comics mics like that can definitely be fun. But are they worth driving an hour and a half for? Unfortunately, they're not.
No.
So unless you can hit 3 in a night, or you can do like, or if they'll let you do like 15 minutes, that's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing 5 minutes. No, come on. That's not, unfortunately, that's why you never see me, right? It's not like I don't like stand up. I do a lot, but it's, I hate doing the driving.
I don't
Especially
blame
when
you.
I like to drink when I do stand up. So that makes it more difficult,
For sure. But I think it's time we call it a night, my buddy.
All right. Well, I was gonna make you play a song.
All right.
Fantastic Wombats, Ray. We're not gonna get flagged for this.
Yeah, I was about to say we can end on this song. I will play this as the outro.
Man, which one?
That'll be.
This one sounds a little stepped on, but it's a good song. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's tough. I have 70 of these.
Hey, look who's here. Look who decided to show his face. 2 joints. All hanging out in Canada and shit.
That's a good song, but that's not a good first one to send you.
Okay.
Now let's do the one I was gonna do. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Hold on. Song is called Shatter Sky.
Ooh. Sounds festive. I
gotta get you on Facebook now. Hopefully I'm signed into Facebook. I couldn't even tell you how it's What?
Do you have it on your phone?
I'm sending it right now, Ray.
Okay.
It is here we go.
Waiting.
World premiere time.
I gotta load. It's my messages are loading really quickly. I
just sent it. It's 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Although I will say that it ends abruptly, and I don't like that. One thing is kind of difficult, but it's getting the endings right. It's hard to get the endings right with Suno. So sometimes you either have, I don't know, have a Chad Zumach story. Do you? Because I just saw a picture of Chad Zumach and who was it? It was something and like, that seems perfect. Who was it? Fucking Chad and
Stuttering John?
No, someone more famous than that. But someone very Florida.
That made me happier than you could ever imagine. What you just said. That was funny.
I mean, it is. I mean, let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Tito Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
I'm like Chad and Tito Ortiz. That sounds kind of perfect.
That's a match made in heaven right there. All right, I got it set up here.
All right, everybody. This is my new AI band. They're called Fantastic Wombats, and they're like a little bit. Sometimes it sounds like ska. Other just like horn metal. I don't know. It's horn rock.
I don't know why it's not. Hold on. There we are. All right. What are they called again, Tim?
Fantastic Wombats.
Right here on Bro Bladder.
Of your footsteps linger in the hall. The laughter in your voice, now a ghost I can't recall. I trace your name on frosted glass, a fragile dream that couldn't last. Every word you left unsaid still lives inside my head. I'm screaming out to the wind tonight, but silence answers every fight. Oh, soul, my heart, my time. Every star, every wish, every light that was mine. But now the sky has fallen, the colors fade and die. You left me standing here, my The wounds you left too deep to real. I built my walls, but they're made of glass, and every crack just pulls me back. Every promise you broke into still cuts like it's brand new. I'm drowning in this ocean of regret, but your love's a storm I can't forget. Oh, I gave you my soul, my heart, my time. Every star, every wish, every light that was mine. But now the sky has fallen, the colors fade and die. You left me standing here under a shattered sky. I can tear down every memory, burn it off, set the fire free. But ashes can't replace the past, and your shadows always cast.
Tell me this isn't a bop. No, you can play this spell now. Good. See, it ends abruptly. I'm still working.
Badass, actually.
I think that one's pretty good. Like I said, I have 70 songs from that same group, and I think they're good. I think they deserve to be shared.
Call yourself AI Rubin on fucking Spotify, and make yourself the Rick Rubin of fucking AI music. Just produce wild shit.
Maybe. But yeah, it was cool because 70 songs is too many. Okay, you know what? Yeah, but the thing is, though, I'm not gonna put them all out at once. 2 joints. You know, I'm gonna put out like an album. You know what? I heard a lot of words AI music that people are listening to. So I'm
true. And with that, everybody, we are gonna leave you for tonight, Thursday. We're just gonna fuck around for a little bit because there are no fights this weekend.
Very serious.
Might be. Who knows? It could be
serious Thursdays. We're gonna be wearing jackets and ties, and we're gonna have someone talking about philosophy.
We will see you guys Thursday for all the just TED talkiness of Bro Plata, you sexy bitches, and as always, we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
The champs are here. The champs are here.